Good music, good times.
One good thing about music, when it is to
good music, good times. Delivering the best.
GMGT big, where the culture lives. Big, vibes big, GMGT, yo, it is what it is. Smartin.
Going live soon on Facebook, YouTube, and Mixcloud. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Let me know, yeah. Give me another chance, baby. Give me another chance, girl. Another try, just one blind. One more night, give me just one more night, girl. One more night, 'cause I can't live without you. One more night, baby, give me one more night, girl. A million more nights, 'cause I can't sleep without you. Alright, 'cause every day me say me want you in my life. Come in now off to wake if you know the day by my side. I beg you apply, swallow me pride. Girl, me world so cold without you and me feelings can't hide then. Me remember when you say you need me all day. Make love from the room to inna the hallway, girl. Me no really want to learn the hard way. Me no afraid fi say please girl stay. One more night, give me just one more night, girl. One more night, 'cause I can't live without you. One more night, baby, give me one more night, girl. A million more nights, 'cause I can't sleep without you. Remember when you miss me, call me and tell me say you want see me. Me never reach in time and you a ball for me. But soon as me reach your doorway, big smile on your face, you lock me down for the whole day. Girl, me no want you to stray, me no want you to leave, me no want you to leave. Baby girl, don't leave me in dismay. Me need you by my side like how the hive need the bees. At least one more night, give me just one more night, girl. One more night, 'cause I can't live without you. One more night, baby, give me one more night, girl. A million more nights, 'cause I can't sleep without you. At least give me one more night, baby, give me just one more night. Me need you one more night, 'cause I can't live without you. One more night, baby, give me one more night, girl. A million more nights, 'cause I can't sleep without you. Alright, 'cause every day me say me want you in my life. Come in now off to wake if you know the day by my side. I beg you apply, swallow me pride. Girl, me world so cold without you and me feelings can't hide then. Me remember when you say you need me all day. Make love from the room to inna the hallway, girl. Me no really want to learn the hard way. Me no afraid fi say please girl stay. One more night, give me just one more night, girl. One more night, 'cause I can't live without you. One more night, baby, give me one more night, girl. A million more nights, girl. Flowers in my garden, pretty lady. Yes, girl, you, no other one but you. Baby girl, say it feels so right, so good, so good. Me mean when me say it from my heart. Baby girl, me and you would never part. Tell me say you have me in a comfort zone. Every time you leave me, then you come back home. Baby, I'm not games me a play. I and I woulda never ever stray. Girl, me say you lock me now your comfort zone. Get me solid as a rock, you know me tough like stone. I believe that love is a powerful thing, feeling deep within. And if you believe in love, free up your mind, let this flow within. As early as the morning star, I'm giving thanks for this lovely thing. Girl, with every beat of me heart, beat of me heart, me pray that you woulda never part. Can no other girl no hold me so tight yet, baby. None of them never please me, sir, treat me, sir. Lord, you feel so right. No girl never squeeze me so tight yet, baby. None of them never groove me, sir, move me, sir. Girl, you shine so bright. Anytime, any weather, me girl get the key for me heart so forever. She will be the one with whom me share up the treasure. Enough love, it never make sense to major. No. And baby girl, you know, if you ask me anything me give to her, no matter what it cost me. Because me love her so much, so me treat her with such tenderness, she and me baby. Cause I believe that love is a powerful thing, feeling deep within. And if you believe in love, free up your mind, let this flow within. As early as the morning star, I'm giving thanks for this lovely thing. And if I ever dream me a dream, me now I wake up because you're still holding on. And no other girl no hold me so tight yet, baby. None of them never please me, sir, treat me, sir. Lord, you feel so right. No girl never squeeze me so tight yet, baby. None of them never groove me, sir, move me, sir. Girl, you shine so bright, yeah. She's the flower in my garden. Pretty little, the flower in my garden. Girl, you and only you, baby. You and only you, baby. And I believe that love is a powerful thing, feeling deep within. And if you believe in love, free up your mind, let this flow within. As early as the morning star, I'm giving thanks for this lovely thing. Girl, with every beat of me heart, me pray that you woulda never part. And no other girl no hold me so tight yet, baby. None of them never please me, sir, treat me, sir. Lord, you feel so right. No girl never squeeze me so tight yet, baby. None of them never groove me, sir, move me, sir. Girl, you shine so bright. And none never hold me so tight yet, baby. None of them never please me, sir, treat me, sir. Lord, you feel so right. No girl never squeeze me so tight yet, baby. None of them never groove me, sir, move me, sir. Girl, you shine so bright, yeah.
For the pain inside. The truth was right there in front of my eyes, but I refuse to believe it. No way, my girl, she will creep to the side. In front of the congregation, I'll preach it. Lost a few friends, shows a smile over them. I tell them they're too bad mind and jealous. Now I'm ashamed of myself, don't think I'll ever love again. I'm so love can be so blind. For the pain inside. that you earn it. No more falling in love, I'll stand in it. Back to my old ways, no heart in it. Never again will I go through this pain. Numb to the feelings, beyond of a cane. Losing my mind, think I'm going insane. Oh, love can be so blind.
He's smiling, and that's because of me. He's happy, I want the world to see. We're living ever happily, yeah. I'm wondering honestly, how could you not see that we are in love? How could you be talking to talk that stuff? After all this time, now your feelings tough. But don't hate on us. Looks like you need a love like us. Then you would know how it feels. Looks like you need a love like us. You need some happiness still. Looks like you need a love like us. You need some happiness for real. Looks like you need a love like us. You need some happiness still. You need a love like our own, yeah. Love like ours. You need a love like our own, yeah. Don't hate on us.
She's smiling, all because of I, yeah. Yours truly keeps us smiling. Hey, you know you had your chance to love her. It's not my fault. They say love is a gamble. Well, you lost. How can you not love all the way we live? Trying to break everything we built. But can't stop a love so chill. Don't hate on us, no.
Looks like you need a love like ours. Then you would know how it feels. Looks like you need a love like ours. You need some happiness still. Looks like you need a love like ours. You need some happiness for real. Looks like you need a love like ours.
Don't hate on
us. You need a love like our own, yeah. Love like ours. You need a love like our own, yeah.
my girlfriend better than you. Where they can't understand it, I know they really can't stand it. She give me loving at the morning and in the evening, anytime it can happen. Now this is the vibe. Oh yes, she got me feeling alive, girl, and we don't have to try. That's why I love her.
That's why I know. It's like you need a love like us, then you would know how it feels. Looks like you need a love like us. You need some happiness still. Looks like you need a love like us. You need some happiness for real. Looks like you need a love like us.
Don't hate on us, no.
has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives. It's time to go in, hit 'em hard. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Yeah. I say yeah. Rhythm. Good morning, Molly. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Steffi 473. Good morning, good morning, Lorraine. Good morning, Imari. Good morning, GMGT. Good morning, brother. Whoa, preparing yourself. You know it goes. Good morning, Facebook. Facebook back on. Good morning, Mixcloud. Good morning, the audio. I know people been listening via the audio, and that audio is so wow.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, that audio is amazing. For real, brother. Y'all did a great job on,
thank you, sir. Thank you.
From whatever. Take that one.
Thank you.
All weekend, that was. I didn't do much of the video.
Yeah.
I didn't do much of the mix.
Locked into the audio?
Yes, sir. I was in my car most. I was doing some rolling around from since Friday. And I got spoiled. Saturday. Yeah, I took it in. Sorry, I want to go out from the mix club with GMGT, no matter what. But as I say, Saturday I wanted the audio too. Especially with all that music, all that,
Yeah.
Big up Kev.
Yeah.
Sunday.
The variety on the show.
Yeah. It's also like you never had to do the talking, you had to do the music. It's just big up Volcanic.
Village of Song, and you never know what he's gonna come.
Yeah. His stuff is, I wanna say the right thing. His files is loaded.
Yeah.
Is that okay for you? I know how to say
it's fine. That one is fine. So we building the database right now.
Right.
And I think for Volcanic show, we can even database that. Yeah. He's gonna have to keep coming in with his thing. Cause
he should be allowed to do what he do. Yeah. Cause it's crazy. Big up the whole crew, the whole weekend vibes. Cause y'all made my weekend. That's basically was my weekend. Really doing what I had to do. Taking in GMGT.LIVE, the audio, and from time to time go on the Mixcloud. You know what I mean? Big up all the people who here early with us. You know, the usual. Carol, good morning. Yeah, good morning. Patsy, good morning.
Yes, Molly, I did forget it. I'm gonna pick it up when I come for my next round of cake.
Oh yeah. Wow.
I got cake from Molly over the weekend. Thank you, Molly.
Molly. He said he got cake. Kareem said he got cake.
I'm special.
Wow. I used to be special then.
Wow.
That's all going on there?
I don't know how you want to take that.
Yeah, I'm taking it hard. I'm a jealous guy too.
Okay.
Yeah. Molly, I do appreciate that. Your love for me, don't let your love just disappear from me like that, please.
I ain't lying. The lighting looks good this morning.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too bright on my side.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me that's shining.
You're shining. You're shining. GMGT. You know, I ain't that kind of sensual mood too. So good that is kind of, you know. Yeah. Life is good, you know. Like life. All the feeling out there. How was your weekend? Yes, I like thing, Molly. I like thing. You that cause me to like thing. You give me thing and then you don't want me to like thing. Did that come out right? Like,
no, don't worry. I'll give you a pass.
You give up. All right.
Good morning to everybody that's checked in on Facebook. Good morning. Welcome to the Wake Up Call. GMGT, man. It's where the culture lives.
Yeah, did I miss out anybody on Mixcloud so far?
Let's go through the name again. We could say good morning twice. We nice around here.
Yeah. Well,
nice
the
around
cool luck. I don't think I missed out anybody so far, but the number. Oh. Yeah. We good.
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Good morning, Janet Blanco.
That's
who just checked in on Facebook asking us if this is in Belize. No, Jan. This is in Brooklyn, New York City. But I know we have listeners in Belize.
Yes, we do. Yeah. What's her name again?
There is there's a guy in Belize that always locks in. I forgot his name, but he's always usually on Mixcloud.
Yes. Yeah, well, let her know if it's the first time. This is where the culture lives. We celebrate everyone. Yeah. It doesn't matter which island, country. What we about every whole culture.
I have to get a special T-shirt for Stephanie.
Yeah.
That says Facebook is what I love.
She not leaving it for
She not leaving it for nothing. Good morning, Stephanie.
Yes.
Good morning to you, darling. How was your weekend?
Good morning, Stephanie. Yeah.
Morning to DJ Reckless. Morning, sir. How you doing? Welcome to the wake up call. Good morning to everybody. Don't forget, we're gonna have some conversation, so y'all could share the Facebook link for now. Is when we go into the music is where the problem starts.
Yes.
Yeah, we're probably not gonna go into music.
Yes, I want to put the Mixcloud link in your status. Like, go to the share and do WhatsApp status, do Facebook stories, do that for us this morning. Yeah, people like to, that don't look kind of Mako thing in the stories and stuff. Yeah, they won't watch your regular page most of the time, but they check in there.
No, they do watch your page regular. But they just don't know it.
Right.
That's how you find out who's like. I'll post a status. Yeah. Nobody would like it. There's this girl that she's on Facebook. I used to work with her back in the day. I had no idea she was on Facebook until I started posting stories.
Wow.
So she's there stalking, watching, not liking, not commenting, not doing anything. But the fastness in her so much, she can't help herself for the stories, even though she know. Yeah. So
offer Aussie. That's what Arusi.
Wait,
did I say that Mixcloud? Yeah.
Mixcloud. Let me just
I never saw that name before. I don't know what.
Offer Arusi.
Arusi.
Yeah, that song's a little bit Middle Eastern, so it might be.
Yeah, well, welcome, man. Yeah. Welcome.
If we are wrong, let us know.
Yes, at the point, yes, we're gonna link up the Barbadian music for the happy independence to Barbados. Yes.
So the Daybreak.
They're gonna
feature.
All right. So all stick with us. Stick with us.
Daybreak is gonna
stick with us.
They're gonna feature a lot of.
Stick with us.
The top 10 today is in
from Barbados.
Is.
Can I ask the listeners right now, like, what's their favorite Bajan group or artist?
Yeah. Old school.
Yeah.
Any song, any particular song.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know for Crossfire, like forever.
So I have a Crossfire on there. Edwin Yearwood. I have Coalition. That's Rupee.
Yeah, me and Molly on the same page.
So listen. So it's now Priscilla and Nikia on Daybreak, right?
Yes.
So I'm like, all right, guys, I need your material to set up for you guys for when you come in. It's like, good. So they send me 8 songs for the top 10, and it's like, yeah, we know you're gonna change something. So the last 2,
they give it.
Yeah, they leave it for me. I say, all right, okay.
I like that. Bro, I like that.
Going to the 8th, everything is lyric, like 6 lyric. No Allison Hines, no Rupee, no Edwin Yearwood, no old school anything. I like.
No.
So I hit them up. I'm like, yo, what going on here? They're like, oh yeah, the wake up call is for old people.
Go. Shots.
They like the wake up call is for old people. Daybreak is for 27 and under. So
the boy, with the I don't get that boy. Nah. That what they do us? I waiting around for them.
Yeah.
I'm waiting around for them.
So that's kind of what they threw at us there. So we're gonna definitely feature them in the daybreak segment. They're gonna have something for the for the Bajan. So good morning to all my people from Barbados.
Yes, they love them.
And you know Nikia's family is from Barbados.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but straight little. I mean, but still, if I baby, straight little Ricks.
Yeah, that's what going on with these little kids and them not born in America.
But what I'm saying, how old is little Rick? So little Rick been in this game out. Right, so
but remember, it used to be Hyper Dog.
Right.
So
they only know.
Right.
Oh,
they didn't know about that transition.
Okay. So
they have like sugar lump and
right. So I guess what little Rick strategy worked then, like in merging with the name change and all this good stuff that he get.
Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
I think he executed it well.
Right.
So they're gonna deal with that. So to all my Bajans, call blah.
Molly, don't say that. We just played.
They're gonna do that for us.
Yeah.
So you know,
seem like everybody here big on Crossfire, Patsy, Crossfire, Molly, Crossfire.
Yeah. But I try to vary. So I try to give something from every like cross section of Barbados.
Right.
And I had to put a few tweaks in there for the young girls. They feel like they know soca, talking about baby soca scene.
Okay.
Yeah. They only listening soca probably 5 years. Yeah. These young brats said them. Anyway, love y'all. Nikia, Priscilla, we love y'all. So everybody else, I mean, how was y'all weekend? What did y'all do? Talk to us. And right now with that tea and that sweater that I have on here, I'm feeling hot. I need to take my sweater off.
You feeling hot?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For real. I think it's a tea.
Yeah. Well, I had a weekend that I could have complained about, but I decided, you know what?
Not to, right?
Yeah. It wouldn't solve anything.
Exactly.
And the good parts about it, I really enjoyed the good parts, and that is that. Leaving it at that. Some things go sideways, and that is life. You know what I mean? So how was your whole weekend? How was your weekend? How was your vibes?
Yeah, my vibe was good. Well, weekends is kind of like the rough and tumble time for me. So Saturday was a long day for me. Saturday was long. Even after we finished the show, we had the rehearsal for Harmony Fest after.
Right.
So I wasn't done until like 12, and I was up at 8. Then when I was finished with that, I had to wake up early because I had to go to LaGuardia. Oh. Yeah, so I went to LaGuardia like 4 Sunday morning, then come back and then get ready for the show.
Sunday.
So weekend, you see, Friday into Monday, that's my week. Right.
I realize it's long days. Like,
Friday into Monday is
straight.
Is and it's long.
Right. Yeah. So your weekends is not the normal. Okay.
Like back to back.
I got you.
But you guys Saturday night check out Harmony Fest. It's gonna be this young team here in Brooklyn.
Yeah. I like that team. That it's that variation that I think we used to that team.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ransom.
Yeah. So and I think I'm looking forward to that one. Lauren says she shopped till she dropped. How that GMGT sale went? Like people take advantage? Wow.
I definitely forgot to say thank you to everybody who shopped.
Yeah.
The sale was amazing.
Nice.
Yeah, the sale was really, really,
nice.
really amazing. I think we have a different sale on today for Cyber Monday. So for the people who didn't get anything as yet, it's not too late. We have some beanies in the shop.
Right.
Yeah, so you can check that out.
Nice. So I have to get a few t-shirts. Well, we have the short sleeves and them still? Going. I say yes. Today I will do that. I should have taken advantage of
check the website. The website has the inventory and it's pretty up to date.
Yeah. I should have done that, but
Good morning, Storm.
Yeah, Molly was cleaning all weekend. Who want that beanie? Molly want that beanie. Good morning. Ooh, you come in kind of feeling like a fashion. That. I like that. I like that sweater, coat, jacket, whatever. Oh, I liking that.
Look like you was having some problem finding the hole over there.
Yeah.
Good.
How you look, Jenzo? I look a little. No, I mean I know you're still bright, but something.
I will tell all about it later.
Later?
Look like heavy on the self-love, boy.
Nah, that's not self-love look. That is not self-love look.
I'm going to blast some people this morning. Watch.
Wow.
Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry I'm late.
Wow. What? How you doing? How was your weekend, Storm?
I had a great weekend until Saturday night, but how was the weekend?
Wow, that one. She need a cup of tea to look down in that tea and wait.
No look down this morning.
Wait, so something turned that storm into a category 5 hurricane.
Yes.
Yeah, I see that. I feel that energy when you came in here with that. You're looking good, eh? But I feel. Yeah. I interested to know. I mean, I know if you're ready. I mean, you say you're gonna save it for later. Yeah,
around 7 o'clock when people listening.
Oh.
When people listening. Yes.
Oh gosh. But don't eat me alive. Don't eat. We family here. This is a safe space here. Okay.
And you want to keep it safe.
Yeah. This is a safe space here. You look beautiful. I love you, and you're the best thing ever. Oh, nah, forget them thing doesn't work on you. Yeah, yeah. Compliment her, please.
Good morning, Storm.
Yeah.
You look amazing today.
Yes, but
always.
It's true. That part, it's very true. Yeah.
Good morning. Listen.
We're curious, boy.
Hey, listen. This has been a month like hell, and it's my birthday month, and I don't know what. The whole year was amazing. I got to sleep, and then this month it's just back to back. Oh, they tested me this month.
They testing you?
Crisis after crisis.
Yeah.
What?
I believe that is but you're keeping it together. So that's that's all like the stuff I heard about from years back.
No, listen, I would say this happened, and I'm like, before I say what happened, I am proud of myself, because normally I would burn something down. Like it was that bad, and when I left, I was shaking, and I'm like, you know what? Wow. When I got in the car, I was like take a minute to say, Storm, you're growing.
Right. Amen.
And glowing.
Yes, amen.
Growing and glowing.
The Lord's work is working.
Yeah, that's self-love. Like, it didn't save me, but it saved a couple of people. I want to talk about it, but I want to talk about it like to say, well, this is something that bad that happened to me.
Right. It's a general situation that could. Okay.
I had therapy on Thursday, and this is gonna be.
Yeah.
But I went to a game night with a couple of friends, probably 10 people.
Right.
And we would have a drinking game, and by the 4th shot, I said, I'm done. Anybody know me? I don't handle my liquor well.
Right.
And I know that from since I was 17 years old, I don't go overboard.
Right.
When I start to feel it, I'm done. So the drink's passing around, and every time I pass around, I'm like, no, I'm done. These two...
Yeah.
These two girls hold me down and pouring Patron down my throat, like squeezing my face with the nails, everything, like just sitting on me. This girl is 6'2".
Nah.
You understand what I'm saying? Bigger than me, 2 of them.
What?
And
wow.
I am 36 years old. How the heck at this age I dealing with people that can't handle me saying I'm done?
Wow.
That's assault.
Yeah.
It is. And I was so mad about it that my reaction was so extra about it. It's like some people were like, they're wrong, but you don't know how to take it that far.
What?
And that is why I want to talk about it. Like how people could say I didn't have to take it that far. And even when I spoke to people about it after, it was like, even mommy, who just ride hard for me, she was like, well, you gotta stop hanging out with them. And that was the extent of it. You understand what I'm saying? And I run an experiment just because I was so mad. So this is what I want to talk about. I had about 8 people that I spoke to about it. Out of that 8, 3 was outraged. Well, you know Nakia, she was ready to cut somebody.
Right.
She was so upset about it. I spoke to a couple in one of my best friends in this world. She was really upset. She was like, you need to call the police. But for the most part, everybody else I talked to was like, people need to learn to handle the liquor. Like they were upset about it, but they weren't outraged. And I was outraged at that point. So I said, you know what, let me see what happening. I called 4 more people and I said, hey, 2 guys held me down and called the truth.
Yeah.
They were so freaking mad. Everybody was like, you need to call the police, blah, 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 blah. And then I said, you know what, it was 2 girls. 3 of those 4 people calmed all the way down.
Wow.
All the way down. So if it's men do it, we need to call the police. It's assault. It's this. It's that. It's the other. But when women do it, it's like we
it's
have
a joke.
This, they were just playing because that's the call I got the next day. You take it far, they were just playing with you.
Wow.
No words.
Yeah.
I
that's not what I was expecting.
Not
in my wildest dreams I was expecting somebody to try that with you at a grown age.
At any age.
Not only that, they know me.
Yeah.
Like, I have never played those games with anybody, period. I wasn't playing them games at 19, 20. I wasn't playing those games.
Right.
So, obviously, they drink too much, but I've said that several times. Like, people let's be like, you need to take more drinks. And we live in a culture where, if you're not drinking, you salt, you don't party well. Oh, you can't have. Like, I was hearing that all night. Yeah. That stuff don't bother me. You could talk me how much you want. But when it comes to you physically touching me and holding me down like that, and you mad because I punch you and all that kind of shit, like, what are you talking about? And I take it too far. Like, how you could feel like you take that too far and like.
So what part of holding it down? You don't understand. Who wants to be rich?
Yeah, and if you take it far enough, you can call the police.
Listen, and when it was happening, it's like, even looking back when I was in a cab going home, I'm like, that should really just happen. Like, you have that, like, you see that stuff in the movies and all that kind of stuff, but that should really just happen. Wow. And like I said, I don't want to talk about the fact that it happened. It's a reaction to people after it happened.
Blaming the victim, still levying some level of blame on the victim in a sense. Like,
know how them girls is because I've known them for years. You know how them girls is. What are we telling people that it's okay for women to do that stuff?
Yeah. I think that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
We've had instances where women slapping men, and we go, and I've spoken about this, like, the guy cheating or whatever, he deserves it. But if she cheating and she gets slapped, it's assault. A man never have a reason to put their hands on a woman. Right. How about nobody don't have a reason to put their hands on people?
You see the story, Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny?
Yeah, he's probably done.
He done. But she's still good, and there was a tip where she come out.
Yeah.
And they said she instigated everything, and she used to try to back off. So, and she's still getting the role. She's still...
Yeah, she's still the victim. And even I have friends who keep the children away from the other because he doing this or he doing that. And I've told them, like, you can't be doing that. Like, women, we fight to be equal. But yet still, on the end, we want to say, I'm a woman. Yeah. I could do this. It's not that heavy because I am a woman. If it was 2 men, it would be different. I take it too far. They were just playing.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think it took it too far.
No, you take it far enough. They're lucky they're sitting down in some jail cell right now.
Yeah, because ain't nobody holding me down.
My partner, my friend, even if I had to be willfully doing this. You know what I mean? If I willfully, like,
holding me down and intoxicating me.
After I say I'm done.
Yeah, that's not right across any culture, race, religion, background.
Gender.
After you say you're done, I'm done. I'm finished.
And not just say I'm done one time. They pass it around at least 5 times after that.
Wow.
Now the girls them are drinking. You gotta calm down. So you telling me if it was 2 guys at home, you don't have to do that. We would have said okay, they were drinking.
Nah, we need to address that shit in like on a consistent basis with. That ain't right. Like you don't know what I mean. I think you, my sister, anybody that happening to under any sucking my daughter.
What if you guys do that? Because I blow it into the bottle. It's a little bit in the bottle, but I blow it into it so that the liquid not coming. And the shit spilling in my nose.
Choke.
Like how that feeling could be okay and you want to brush it off as you're just playing with me.
Wow.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Look.
I can be yeah.
You're getting total support from the chat room here as well. They lucky they ain't in the hospital. Because
I was so furious. I legit was thinking about burning down the whole flipping kitchen.
Yeah. They lucky you're on a different kind of, no. Yeah, I understand.
I couldn't believe this was where
you
were. I could not believe that's the story I would have heard. Like a grown set of people sitting down and a grown person say, hey, you know what? I've had enough. That's enough.
Are they in their teens or something?
No, we're talking about grown women.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Well, where we go from here with that? Like,
listen, I just hang out with my boys, right? And Rivers is the thing.
Yeah.
Everybody does drink Rivers except me. And not because I don't like Rivers, but I don't drink rum.
Right.
I'm not a rum drinker per se. And every time the Rivers come around, like, yo, you know? And I'm like, nah, I'm good. And that's it. Nobody tries to... Like, yo, why you playing? Nobody.
But all they know how long we been here. How much time that I take a drink here on this, and it's because I say, nobody, because they know the deal with me.
Look at Silence. Silence don't drink.
Yeah, we just give him a little talk and joke about. But no.
Well, I've known these girls for years since I've moved here, and I don't drink like that. Like if they know me, but they have it as, you just say you that, and you always feel this way, and you always like they always have something to say. And
you probably have some wolf and sheep clothing
well, I mean,
around you.
Revealing yourself like that, that's at least the one part. No, I don't. How you move forward with them? What is
one of them called me, not one of them, but one of the girls who was there, because there was, from what I was told after, there was 2 girls trying to pull them off of me, and she was like, Nelly, you gotta calm down, and so I'm explaining to her, so how would you like it if somebody restrain you like that? You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want to have nothing to do with them. I don't want no apology. I don't want nothing, because you apologize and don't mean shit to me. And you deal with you, I gonna deal with me. But this culture of it's okay because women do it, like I am starting to get quite frustrated with that. Like I'm already angry that should happen, but I would deal with that on my own time. But this culture of, it's okay for women to put their hands on people because they're upset or because they were abused in the past and all that kind of bullshit. Like we gotta stop that.
Yep.
And hold people accountable for the shit.
Yep.
I fully agree.
Yep.
I said I was gonna talk about this on the don't talk about it. Don't.
Nah,
no,
it's important.
not okay.
Yeah. I don't see any like.
It's not playing games. I was at a party one time and I saw 3 girls pull down a girl and jamming on top of her, and the girl trying to get up. I was one of them girls, don't know them, and pull them off of her, going home. Like I'm not saying it because it happened to me. Like I am that chick. There was no way that something like that happened to somebody else and I go on partying after like it was nothing, and that is what they did. So obviously that's not my group.
Right.
Yep.
I mean, how they consider your friends though? Like your friends do that to you? Like
so-called friends.
Yeah, that's
nah, man.
Yeah.
How?
So I'm thinking here now. What if it was 2 guys? They probably would have just watched and say you deserved it or some shit like that.
They would never do that if it was 2 guys.
You don't think so?
Not them. Not. Oh.
There's nobody. You guys would not watch two guys.
Hell
no. But I'm saying nobody would watch
two guys
do
and
that
say
to a woman and say
it's okay.
It's
like,
okay.
Because
that is stuff that used to happen long ago. Oh, she deserves it. She wearing this. She shouldn't have been drinking. But in this day and age where we have trained men that they cannot do that, nobody would say that it's okay for two guys to hold me down and do that.
At all.
Especially after Me Too.
Yeah. I mean, all these things making awareness, all the, but...
I was up. Even the guy, and I had to bring this to his attention. He's like yesterday evening when he called, he's like, "You still upset? Like, what do you?"
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not. The thing is, it's not that they're trying to be mean, but that is
the culture. That's the culture. We are accustomed to. It's okay, two women do that, and it's girls. It's playful.
It was playing.
It's playful.
No, if it was strangers, it probably would have been a different thing. But because it's people that I know, that is why they. Oh, you know how them girls and them is.
But there's a neighborhood thing from. Oh, you know, Mr. So and says, this one. There's a common.
That is what I was about to say. Nikia. You know that's a gangster. But the two girls from Oregon, they're not heavy in Caribbean culture. And the one guy that I told overseas that live in Switzerland, he is not heavy on Caribbean culture. I noticed that everybody that was everybody that was okay, like kind of semi-okay with it, not they mad, but an outrage, like every one of them was like,
Indian?
Yes, was like, you know how them girls is. Like, I shouldn't feel violated or
unsafe. It's your friends and it's girls and
you shouldn't have to feel unsafe among your friends.
They do it as fun. Imagine you do something like that.
How could you go back around these people and feel safe?
Yeah. And you see what and again with people. Suppose you had some kind of history. I don't know your past, and I'm not gonna bring that into even that. But you can imagine. Somebody they trying to move forward with their life because something like that
trauma has happened in the past.
Has happened like
and
that.
You do that again. I said, what if I end up in the hospital? What people gonna say? Sorry.
And up in the hospital is not even gonna be. Could have been or just for the room and panic attack and this kind of stuff is like a serious thing and people get these like really they can't breathe, they can't control it. Listen.
And I was 17 years old. The last time I was really drunk, I was 17 years old. And that, my alcohol, I was in St. Thomas and the guy told me, like, you are prone to easy alcohol poisoning. Right. You have to not drink that much. And since then, I've always been conscious about how much I'm drinking. Right. Always. If I start to feel a little light, I am done, period. And they know I don't drink like that.
That's so disappointing to hear that and maddening and sad and all the worst emotions to hear something like that this morning. Like I wasn't expecting our morning to
I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's right. I'm glad that you're able to come out and talk about it like that. And that's one of the things about you that people love, that everybody who hear like feel your vibes, that your honesty, your truth, and this could help somebody. I mean, I know it's tough for you right now, and talking about it might feel a little better, but it's on your time.
Yeah, it's on my time. And not only that, like, I was thinking about it because some people were like, don't talk about it. I was like, I'm going to talk about it. They were like, don't talk about it. And I was like, you know what? I work for this platform. And this gives me an opportunity to shed light on that because I've been talking about it forever. Women think they can get away with certain things.
Right.
Because we've trained them that they are victims and they want to pull that victim card whenever they feel like it.
Right. Good morning, Consuela.
Morning, sweetie.
You're dealing with some heavy stuff.
Yeah.
I know, I heard.
Yeah.
You know why I think you're very upset right now and still? Being violated.
Yeah.
It's just simply being violated. Like
nobody wants to be.
Nobody wants to be violated. Nobody wants to
and then
have that
after that you're
bugging.
Yeah.
You saw that video in Trinidad where these two girls holding the guy
down and
and it was like laughed at.
Yeah, I really wanted to burn this shit down.
Y'all saw that video?
Which
I saw it.
Where the two girls hold on this really small guy. And
Yeah, they took. Yeah, they
And
pretty
it
much
wa-
was rape.
Yeah, but it was like to me, even who was videoing it, nobody.
It was fun. Mm-hmm. I saw that video.
It was fun.
I feel like you can sense when somebody's uncomfortable. I feel like your radar, everybody got a radar where you know for a fact somebody's uncomfortable. The fact that you could just look past it and still do what you want to do.
That violation deep. That is extra.
That's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
That is different.
Yeah. So I mean, talking about it is how I think we're gonna make, affect change with this kind of thought. I mean, that can't be us. You know what I mean? Just because we're from the islands and that can't be us. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be allowed and shouldn't be, we had to call it all these kind of stuff. Yeah, we can't make these things normal and say this is a culture and nah.
Yeah, people.
We can't.
You know how them girls is like that minimizes.
Yeah.
The way how I feel.
Imagine I go on a girl to dance and she say no and I still continue. All these kind of things that we do had to come off. If she said no, no is no under any circumstance. You know what I mean? Man or woman, whoever. We had to be teaching our children that. We had to be teaching, you know what I mean? Nah, that
in 2020.
Yeah.
And they have kids, They were grown women.
I wonder how they feel if their kids got held down by their friends.
Exactly.
But how childish is that though? But that for you to watch a hot black woman and just say yes. Because you stopped drinking. And like, what if they didn't know? Let's just say, right? You dealing with all of that and you knew for a fact that they said that you prone to easy alcohol poisoning and you got alcohol poison, then what? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. What I want to do besides say I'm sorry?
Yeah. God forbid you died.
Yeah.
Oh no, we were just playing. I'm so sorry. No,
remember times when we was talking about split second decisions?
Yeah. The split second. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, and even like getting emotional over anything and just making that decision and saying and then afterwards.
But that's just it. Because we do not hold ourselves accountable, we never program ourselves to rein that in. And we're supposed to, at a particular age, develop emotionally enough. Just like how I could have burned that shit down and I stopped myself, like at this stage in my life, like they're my age.
Right.
Even older.
Right. But if I hear my daughter do anybody that's shoppiness, like she's a part of the part doing it.
Because that is what it was, It was a group mentality that happened. One person decide to do it, and
everybody just
join in. And that is just it. Like, I feel violated that whole situation happened. But I think I feel worse that people minimize it.
Right. It's like a spoiler party.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't think the guys thought that. The guys were saying it's not okay.
What
men say it's not okay?
What I tell you, and what I keep telling y'all here, my biggest struggle with y'all is that y'all worst enemy. To me,
women,
to me,
is sometimes the only worst.
I know you say all this stuff from since way back when. No. I know there's reason, but we went through slavery too.
I get it, but you guys have had, like I said, you guys were trained after to behave better. Everybody, cops, the authority judges, or everybody decided that men need to behave better.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So as a collective,
they will hold to a standard.
They will hold to a standard. We've talked about this. I have said I hold people to a certain standard and I hold myself to that standard.
Right.
And I feel because everybody doesn't do the same thing, we go, oh, everybody can't be you. I get that everybody can't be me,
true.
but morality and immorality, it needs to be a common standard
True.
across the board.
Y'all think morality is rising or dropping right now? How y'all feel about morality right now? Would anybody want? How y'all feel about morality right now?
I think we live in a culture where I want to say this right. Like we live in a world where there's so much information and religious information, political information, moral information, different cultural information that's out there right now.
Right.
So as a people, it's not like, okay, back in the day, if you tell a lie to sin, you're going to hell, and there was clear borders and lines.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? There was back in the day, no matter where you came from, your religion dictates your morality.
Right.
Now,
that was important. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
now we live in a world, and whether you were Buddhism, Hinduism, like that determined
You
that.
had guidelines.
Guidelines.
Right.
Now we live in a world where it's okay not to follow those guidelines or those rules because apparently religion is not real anymore.
Right.
So we haven't developed as a race, a human race, what guidelines or morality is across
separating
the board.
morality from religion, like we haven't
We haven't conquered that yet. We're in that teenage space. Well, I would say toddler space where toddler space where we have to fold that over.
Yeah.
But it comes from holding yourself accountable. It comes from there's an
Right.
inner compass. Like you cannot tell me that on any surface you think is right. They know it's not right, but because they don't want to accept responsibility for it, they want to minimize it as playing.
Right. And we not era now, like doing the most is like celebrated in such a way.
Yeah.
You know.
Cloud chasing.
You're right. Doing the most, like cloud chasing, you know, and I keep saying here among ourselves, first thing what I say, the only true expectations from me is really of myself. Like I could really expect the most, the best, the worst, whatever for myself. Like I want to expect certain things out of people around me, but I know it's still up to you to give me that.
Don't push it past nobody.
Right. Yeah.
I always say that. Don't tell
but
me sorry. I don't believe in
I
sorries.
just say, if you hold yourself accountable, you expect high of yourself. You expect the best out of yourself. Hold yourself accountable. All of these things there.
But we need to hold each other accountable.
We
too.
do, but I'm just saying to you is now that freedom everybody individuals have.
Because you expected your friends to not be that stupid to do that dumb shit.
It's not even about expectation. It's like afterwards, like nobody was like, they didn't even call and say they're sorry or nothing. Like let's say you had a split decision that you did that. They I think
so in other words, they're telling themselves they're not wrong.
They're not wrong. You
anything
understand what I'm saying?
wrong.
And it is a group mentality because if the whole group said this was absolutely wrong and then they would have to hold it to the fire and defend
But you know
that
what too?
position
Also,
even more.
I don't even think that the group told her that she was wrong. So it just validated whatever dumb shit she did.
The guys was like, that's absolutely wrong. But the girls said it was wrong, but they downplayed it. And I want to get at that. Nobody said it was right. But the level that they hold them to was just a brush off.
You see too, you can imagine each of them going home, right?
They didn't even go home. I heard they all spent the night and played karaoke and everything after.
So
everything keeps
so you can't,
and you see with accountability again, and sometimes when you could try to find a million ways not to see something is wrong by just you're just trying to not be blamed. Everybody don't like that word.
But they don't want to spoil the good time.
Right.
Had it been me, I would have took that person I left. I would have called them to find out if they were all right on the way home.
You get home safe, everything good.
Yes, I definitely would have because I'm that person, and I expect everybody should be that person, not expected, but hold them to that standard. So I'm going to hold them to that standard. We cannot be friends.
Right.
And those are the kind of girls who go, well, they don't make no difference if he's friends with me or not. And I know and I don't care. But that is the standard you have to hold people at.
You are better off for these people exposing themselves now.
Yeah.
So you know who you are around, because the situation could have been a different situation when you expected people like that to have your back and to support you in a bigger stage, in a bigger situation, and they would have been nowhere to be found.
So it was like, it's wrong, but life went on as normal.
Well, not just let me ask something like this. They did that to you. Let's say you reacted worse than they did and you burned down the place.
I would have been wrong.
That would have been the focus, right?
Yeah.
The police come in. The police come in, everybody would have.
I took it too far, because if I didn't do that and they already say I took it too far, if I did
imagine.
I have a question though.
So let's take a break.
Quick break. I'll come back.
We're gonna come back, but Patsy just made a quick comment that I want to address.
Right.
When we get back about a situation that happened somewhere else that I think we can kind of blend into this conversation.
Yes.
We had prepared topics this morning, but I think
this is important.
This is important for us to address. It's a wake up call. ALMABOY, CONSUELA, Storm, Kareem. We here. Good music, good times is what the culture is. We're going to be right back after this.
Goodbye.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment, has to offer good music, good times, where the culture lives. Oh, it's another one for the ladies only.
Take us to work, take us on the go, take us wherever you go.
Good music, good times.
Your choice for today's hottest hits and yesterday's favorites. Good music, good times.
Crazy, man.
So we're back. It's the wake up call. Shout out to everybody that's locked in. Once again, good morning to our Mixcloud family, growing and glowing. Shout out to the people on Facebook that's locked in, especially Steffi. Steffi Neves only Facebook. Good morning, Zingo. We know you joined a little late. Good morning, Patsy. Steffi473. Good morning to the people that we did not shout out as yet. If you're there, just drop a line. Just say hi. Say hello.
Yeah, say hello too. Yeah. And share it. Yeah. The press you see up in the left corner of there's a share. Share the link. Share the stream.
So here's what Patsy said. Only when people get caught, they're quick to say sorry. Or it's a mistake. They're human and people console the abuser than the victim.
Yeah.
Shaking my damn head. My red flag always up. And let me address something quickly. About a situation that happened in Grenada recently that can tie into a little back to this. A radio announcer got caught in a crime. It's nothing, I shouldn't even say it's nothing serious. It was a crime.
Right.
She violated somebody's private property.
Oh, okay.
And she was caught
so
on
that
camera.
was the actual case?
Yes.
Okay.
That there is evidence, video evidence.
Okay. So yeah, I wasn't talking about it because I really didn't know the story.
So I have the full story.
Yeah. Good.
And she got caught, was arrested, and that particular person is a big advocate for women's empowerment. She has a whole radio show on it.
Right.
So she got caught, was arrested, and pretty much the Facebook, what should I say, fraternity or the Facebook mafia came out and they came for blood.
For her?
For her, yeah.
Oh.
And I'm not gonna discuss of who's right and who's wrong in terms of what people had to say.
Right.
That's not my business. But it was funny that people wanted to take her down a peg or two. Not saying that she's not human and everybody make mistakes.
Right.
But that persona, that public persona that was being put in front of people, rubbed people the wrong way. So when they had the opportunity to take her down, they jumped on it, right?
Right.
So they came out, they said what they had to say about, women advocate this, she's somebody that's always pushing for women's rights, And the story was that she keyed somebody's car, right?
Oh.
She keyed somebody's car and the person was parked underneath a camera.
Wow.
Right? So that's the proven part. Right?
Wow.
That part was proven on camera. Motivations right now is, I'm going to jump a little into speculation, but this is first word account from the victim. One of my friends knows the victim. And I'm going to just summarize her side of the story. Right? She had a rental car. The same thing happened the week before and she couldn't figure it out. Like, how did this happen? Right? She got the car that was keyed. That was the second incident for her. The first time she's like, what is happening?
Right.
So the third time she willfully parked where she know the camera would be. Right?
Wow.
The victim is the current girlfriend of the right. So I think people was turned off by the hypocrisy, and sometimes it's gonna be similar for me. Like, I'm always preaching like money management and doing the right thing, and then somebody find out, oh, this guy bankrupt.
and he spending his money on crazy.
Right.
Right.
So I think that's what rubbed people the wrong way.
Right.
Another Tracy Ann said she was very disappointed in her.
Right.
So what came back to, and there was another subplot to it. There is this particular gentleman on Facebook. He's like a meme king, a meme generator.
Right.
Anybody falls, he's like,
right
quick with it, quick, bam,
Right.
bam, bam. He was noticeably silent for this one, nothing.
Oh.
So he came out like, oh, sometimes you see who your true friends are, you know, when people make mistakes, everybody out for them. And people call him out on his bullshit.
Yeah, right,
It's like,
right.
We call bullshit.
Right.
Because you don't ever think about things like that when something happens to anybody else. But because that's your friend,
right?
All of a sudden.
And she has a little bit of a following and what we would say clout.
Right.
He doesn't want to go against that.
Right.
Right? So that's kind of the essence of the story.
Right.
But it was, again, a woman doing that to another woman.
Right.
Right? I couldn't tell you the things that I confirmed.
Right.
What's her motivations? What's her reasoning?
Right.
I don't care.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't care, and I'm not going to speculate.
And even though, even for this guy who say he's a friend,
Yeah.
why you can't hold your friend accountable for doing something?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Why? Because I was in a similar situation.
Yeah.
All you know, especially with a woman, and I say to myself, you know, try always with the one, try to be faithful, do the right thing.
Right.
And then I got
Entanglement.
Right. And you know, people called me out for it, and I was wrong. There wasn't no I fall into a situation that it is what it is. You know what I mean? And I accept that.
And because you accept it, you could change the behavior in the future.
Right. So
when it's, if you had, let's say you had a group of friends that was like, boy, good job. Then you ain't learn nothing and you're going to keep doing it.
Right.
And like I said, it's that mob mentality. And I don't understand how. And like I said, the people, I really run that experiment just to see, because I find like I was outraged. I'm like, am I bugging?
Right.
Oh, am I playing a victim here? But like I said, I called 4 other people and I told them it was guys. They were so pissed.
Yeah.
Like people were ready to fly down here, so pissed. And then I said, woman, 3 of them come all the way down.
Wow. And that's the thing. I mean, as you said, with accountability and all this stuff, like I could hold you accountable and still love you.
Yes.
That's not how people see things.
If you're not for them, you're not for them.
Lately, you can't have a disagreement with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I love you. And you don't even have to put that. Because some people usually put that in front before they disrespect you. You know? I love you, but I
don't mean to offend you, but
right. So I could disagree with you and still not disrespect you or violate you. Right? We have it here all the time. Like sometimes my opinion is like way left. And
right.
And after the show, we walk out and we talk. And we laugh. And
See, if I can't do that with my friends, I don't need you as a friend.
Yeah. Because look over our dinner, for instance, we talking stories, the past, everything was laid out. And one of our family members was like, they got into the situation with this other woman and her man, because of a man and fighting, and 2 other family members basically joined her the time they see the woman. So she picked up and she went at the woman and then
let me just address something here.
Go ahead.
Zingo said I had the full story. How come I didn't hear the accused side of the story? So Zingo, do not put words in my mouth, sir. Do not put words in my mouth.
He made an assumption from the speculation he was told, and he's just relaying the message
from the
was
victim.
told
what
from
I
the
said.
victim's close friend.
Right. And I also said
the
what
camera
is confirmed.
What was confirmed.
Right.
She keyed the car. They saw it.
Right.
That's all we really honestly know with our own 2 eyes.
I did say that, right?
Yes.
We did.
Okay.
We did.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Okay. So let's move on.
So I was getting to that point with the fact I didn't like that. I told him that I don't like that the fact that the 2 others join my family member in going after the because she was hurt, I understand, and you know, but I personally I say, but that wouldn't stop me from loving either one of them.
Yeah.
But I'm on the spot, I say I don't like that. You understand?
Yeah.
What if you have pick up something, hit this person in the head and knock them out and they gone through? That is it, they died or something, and how now could we like I don't love you from behind bars now because of you know a decision making in split second, regardless of what. If you have love for people, I don't want to see you getting involved in them kind of stuff.
Nope.
Wrong doing, right doing, whatever. Tell me straight up. If you say I own stupidness, tell me. There's certain conversation me and him had personally. And I'll tell you straight up how, without forcing you, I would never stay, don't do it. But, you know, I would just say, I would encourage you to say, you know, let me try this, let me do this, you know what I mean? Yeah. Anybody in general.
I don't talk that talk, I walk that talk. Like, I hold my friends accountable. Like, they would be the first people. How much times I'm like, oh, you're wrong. Like, it's like, I'm usually that person.
People don't like to hear that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I love you, I say it to you like, yo, you're wrong. That doesn't mean if you end up in jail, I ain't gonna bail you out. That doesn't mean if you end up in the hospital, I ain't gonna visit. That doesn't mean I wouldn't, you know, hold. But I love you, so I hold you accountable. Like, you can't go through your life making bad decisions because nobody ever said you were wrong.
Yep. Right. You know saying?
I had went to I got off work one night and I went to the bar with a couple of friends, and I met somebody I've never seen before, older lady, but she was just talking about her life and she felt very comfortable of being very transparent, and I had to admire it. But the whole time she's talking, she's looking at another young lady and she was like, you don't have to be so defensive, you don't have to put your guard up. We Papa who told her to say that? When I tell you home girl, when she was like, you've been coming at me, nobody told you to tell anybody your life story and so on and so forth. I've been very pleasant the whole time and you've been coming to tell me. And it's just like, bro, you trying to figure out why she's telling you. You didn't even say shit and she's telling you, calm the hell on down. Like, you don't have to put up this wall and feel like you gotta fight everybody. And here you are proving her point. And understandably, she kept repeating it, like, you don't have to be so defensive. It's okay to put your
she felt her energy.
But exactly. And I felt it as soon as I walked in. I didn't tell her that because we weren't in a private situation for me to say, hey, look. But it's just like, and it was...
But did you talk to her about it after?
I mean, we're friends, but we're not friendly in that sense. Like, if I see her, you know, we're cool, we're copacetic, but that's not my... Like, I spoke to her best friend, which is my best friend.
Let me ask one question.
I think that is Zingo friend too. That's why he ain't want to jump on the back.
But Zingo, it's okay. What I'm saying is, I respect that person in general. Like, me and that person, I didn't say I'm the best, but I respect her.
I think she's a great radio host.
Yeah. But if video shows something like that, regardless of what, that is a premeditated something to go do something like that.
But should we, like, here's the thing. Are they wrong for holding her accountable for that because of all she's a good person and she's a good radio host?
They're not wrong.
Like I said before with this thing with Will Smith, like no one action defines somebody. When you see crap, you have to call out crap.
Exactly.
One of the persons that I had Nikia watch when I gave her the show was her. I said, go look at that person, watch how she does her show, and try to take some notes from her. So I respect her work. But when you do shit, you do shit.
Yes, and we live in a, like I said, we live in a culture where somebody have to first say something. Like initially, we don't feel like we have that place to say. You guys know me, I talk my mind no matter what. Yes. But we live in that. I have gotten a lot of flack throughout my whole life. And I've been this way since God knows. And that's my mom. Because I used to be like, I go and get my ass cut anyway. And I just say what I want anyway. Right, so, but people live in a culture where they feel like if you don't support them or if you don't validate them, if you don't do this, then you are the person that's spoiling something. And now you're turning victims into to villains because you yourself so uncomfortable saying something.
Okay. Let me address Zingo again.
Oh, sorry. What did you say?
So shouldn't we as responsible journalists report the other side of the story too? Single. I never have the other side of the story. I clearly said I know from the victim side because I had somebody personal. I never said anything that I couldn't confirm.
All right.
There's nothing here that I said I cannot go and get back to the source and back it up. Right?
All right.
So I'm not being a responsible journalist. I'm not a journalist at all. But the story that I reported is everything that I've said here is a fact.
Right. So I watched piece of that person's live with, right? The announcer.
Yeah.
Because I had to end up leaving, I couldn't get the whole.
Right.
But the live is there where she's talking to this guy, I can't remember his name, but a prominent person in society home too. And it was mostly this conversation for the first part wasn't about the situation. It was about the pressure of being in the public eye.
Yeah. So now she's a victim.
Well, that was, again, I didn't get the whole live. So but the first part of it, what I was getting was her going into the pressures of having to maintain a certain standard. People hold you to this, and the pressure is real high, and So and then I had to leave. So I vexed I didn't go back and catch. I think I still could go. I think it's still there.
That's the Zingo friend. He talking about he killing himself laughing. Going back and tell her. That is his friend. No. I'm pretty sure you probably have the conversation recorded right now.
Well, I mean, just saying nobody saying anything out of the way.
So now, question, right? Are we supposed to hold these people responsible 5 years, 10 years down the line, even if they change their life?
Listen, people are human, in my opinion.
Right. That's the part.
And
right.
It's when you come on the boat, you get that pulpit and you act high and mightier than thou. That's when your failures, people will magnify it because they want to bring you back down to earth.
But here's the thing. People want you lavish in the success. You understand what I'm saying? Of us looking up to you and us listening to you. Like you get success different ways. You get that attention, you get paid for it. Like you lavish that success of that platform.
Right.
Why is it that when the backlash from your actions come, you want to be like, oh, I'm only human?
Yeah.
That's it. No, I'm human.
I'm human.
All of a sudden, before you was just higher than thou.
You understand what I'm saying? No, I do not believe in holding people foot to the fire 5 years after you do something and you addressed it. Like if she had come out and say, you know what, this was not
so I don't know if she did that.
No,
in the rest of the life.
I didn't watch.
I'm just saying if she had come straight out when it happened, and I'm talking about no live or nothing, I'm saying as soon as it happened, like if she had said, you know what, that was absolutely wrong.
Exactly.
There's no plot. There is no. There's no level on where that was right. I was totally wrong for doing it. I apologize, and I'm going to pay for the damages that was done. Not just say I'm sorry. And people have that. Like people just say they're sorry, but you have to.
But there's no actions to follow.
You have to.
It's not actionable.
Right. It's easy to say, oh, I'm sorry. You understand what I'm saying? But I always say it's how you handle stuff after it happens. We are all human. We all make mistakes. But to come out and say, you know what, I'm sorry. What can I do to blah, 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 blah. Then is when, people, you know what, they were human. They made a mistake and they're going to grow from it because they acknowledge that they did it. But when you want to, like we said with Will Smith, when you want to carry this down for years and not address it and not deal with it.
And call it entanglements instead of what it is.
Exactly. Then we have situations where this culture give pass to people, and it's only until one person speak out about it. And mind you they want to be upset when the person do speak out about it. You understand? Oh, you gonna play victim. You are a freaking victim.
Let me ask this question too. Another thing, like, remember, I don't know if I said that before. Like, for instance, I follow Steve Harvey a lot with the shows and all. And he was giving advice at one time about marriage and what this and that. And most of the comments were, you were married 3 times. Why are you giving marriage advice? So
that's the perfect person. So
I'm asking, I'm asking in general.
I agree with that one.
No, because Iyanda
that's our accent. Like at one point.
But Iyanda said the same thing. She had somebody on her show and it was like, well, what makes you so qualified? She said, sweetheart, I went to the University of Life. But think about it, life.
So I'm asking.
Teaching you
some you went to. And I love to hear what you've been through. Me personally, divorce? In the sense of what. I remember you telling me it wasn't all the person. It was some.
No, some of it was me.
You.
What is your question? I'm sorry.
No, in the sense of people like it to that point where we can we get advice from somebody who.
Listen, I can get people advice all day, every day about men and life and marriage and all that. And I'm not married. That's because I was married for 10 years. I made my mistakes. He made his mistakes. And I sat down and I examined what was my mistakes. I didn't just say this guy this or this guy that. I examined what I did and how I could be a better person. What he does now, I could say, what he did wasn't right. But what he does going forward, I'm no longer with him. That is not my business. What is my business is how I grow and how I learn and how I treat the next person that comes into my life. Now, with that said, from my perspective, I didn't have any patience with certain things. I still don't have patience with certain things, but I have learned to let people be people and learn the signs. And to be able to say, you know what, I love you, but I can't live with you, and we could be, amicable.
I think the question was how, like somebody who's divorced so many times could give somebody advice,
like good sound advice on a successful marriage.
I want to stick on divorce. Really.
Yeah, right.
For instance, you did the radio station before.
Yes,
Spies.
You're right, and
it didn't.
Right. So how could I give people
I feel like if you did the work to analyze yourself, you could give people advice on that. If you've never failed at divorce, you don't know how to recover. If you understand what I'm saying, because you never had the opportunity to recover. Stuff is said in theory all the time, but when it happens, physically happens, like nothing is a greater teacher than life. And
is it?
No, nothing. So when you recover from that, there's lessons to be learned from being happy in a marriage to being unhappy, checking your failures, not just marriage, but checking your failures in life and going forward. Once somebody have done that, you could take any advice from them because they failed so much at it that they know the game. Like anybody who's successful, Kareem, you've had this station for a while. How much times have you failed at something or a music or a point? And every time you failed, you learn something new from it.
What you sent to me yesterday? The L's with the L's?
We don't take the losses, we take the lessons.
The lessons, right. So every time you fail at something, you learn something from it. And if you could acknowledge that, hey, I failed, I learned, I'm going to go forward, you could give people advice in that category all day, every day.
So when does being cocky become too cocky?
What is cockiness?
That's the next thing.
We have that in our society. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Like I don't understand what is cockiness. Like I have never had a problem with somebody saying, I am King Kong. Like for me personally, I've never had that problem. I know,
I am King Kong.
I am King. I am Storm.
There is confidence. There is overconfidence. It's fine. But not backing it up is my whole thing. Whether or not.
Well, then you just full of shit.
That's what I'm saying. So
that's what I'm saying.
You can be cocky in your thing, but you're backing up you feel good.
What,
it's not even cocky, but people will call it that.
Cockiness? Like I'm trying to define that.
People will call confidence cockiness. Some
overconfidence.
People will call overconfidence cockiness.
I think people would take confidence as cockiness.
And that is a reflection of the person. Really,
I think it's a reflection of the person who's calling you cocky.
That's what I'm telling you. Right?
Because people could snap you around here and go, I this and I that. That shit don't bother me. Period.
You know, much times in certain situations, I hear people say this person looking down on you, looking down on people, and to a point, there are people like that who. But you know, at some point too, there are some people who don't value themselves. That no matter what people do, that's what they think they're doing. They're looking down on me because you feel
I have heard that
projection on
even with these friends. I've heard that, but for me, it's like I don't like. I would never walk it out with this person looking down on me. Like even if they are stubbing your nose at you, and I've had people that do that to me. I'm like, it don't bother me none because I did the work and I am confident in myself. Like I say this prayer every morning. Like it's crazy, but I develop it overnight. I am confident, I am kind, I am wise. That is my prayer. I am inspired.
Your self-affirmations.
I inspire. I am diligent. I am aggressive. Like I say those things every morning and every night. You cannot mess with my spirit. Like even this happened here today, I am still going to be Storm Wilson. I'm allowed to express myself and be angry about it and go through my emotions of it. But I'm going to be Storm Wilson. I'll be Shamilia Gomansing. I'll be whatever I need to be next week. And whatever they are. Like that does that affect my life so that I learned a lesson. Because God knows I probably needed to move on from that group anyway. So I'm going to learn that lesson. I'm going to move on. I'm speaking on it because I have that platform and people need to hold themselves accountable. And people need to hold their friends and other people accountable.
I fully agree, Storm. We fully endorse you.
I support this message.
Definitely.
Anything you need from us,
we're there.
We got you.
And you see, the thing was, I've been accused at times that I didn't love somebody because I moved on so fast. No, I'm telling you, one time, that can't be real love.
You know what his mantra is? You're going to get over it, right? Might as well not waste time and get over that shit now.
Because
the show must go on.
Yes, because I believe, you see why we always talk about self-love? I love myself so much. you know, I don't invest my love in you. Like I invest I love you as bad, but I love me more, regardless of what. So like, if you gone, yes, it will be hurtful, yes, but the love for me, no, I'm back at it again.
You're just pouring your love blanket.
Yeah, because it's just loving. It really does a love thing. Yeah. And I just want to get that quick story with a family member. And she used to struggle with loving herself, putting everybody else first before herself. Somebody the other day call her, say, well, boy, I need so and so money, right? In turn, she said the person wanted to do some things. She said to the person, no, listen, well, look at one of my main appliances gone down, and I need to replace that too. The person bypassed, they ain't hear none of that. Before, you know, she would have dropped all of she and helped that person, however. Now, with how she feel about it, I'm going to take care of my business. If I could, I would.
Self-love
and it's
is
just
important.
that, even things like that, just putting people will say what they want to say regardless. You understand?
Yep.
You
People will say what they want to say.
You can't.
Listen, I had a friend that opened a restaurant over the weekend, and one of his posts was
the same.
Who
came?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You want to shout them out?
Yes, Brandon from Versatile. He opened a restaurant on Avenue A. I think it's called Flambe.
Avenue A and where?
Remsen.
Okay, nice. I know where that is.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yes. So he opened a restaurant, and one of his posts was, yo, somebody's still telling me shit that I did 15 years ago. And I was just like, listen, when you're doing good and people don't expect it, they find any little crevice to some and come and tell you some bullshit.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump into a quick break, and then we're going to come right back. Let me tell you guys, let me say good morning to Inese on Facebook. Inese, good morning. How you doing? We're going to come right back. We're gonna come right back after this.
Put you on blast.
It's the wake up call. GMGT is where the culture lives. ALMABOY, KAREEM, CONSUELA, Storm. We here till 9.
For the new year, get your glasses now.
And to all the responsible journalists out there, I want to say have a great morning.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Trinidad Macman, Isa Macman. Okay, you see this Christmas? I join in a susu. A big susu. I join in a susu. Isa Macman. A big susu. Easy ranking from Long Hockey-Town. Call me to make some dollar. He said if you see crowd by the neighbor house, and that I must come over. So I wrap my purse, and I start my car. When I hit on the highway, down La Hockey-Town. When I reach phase 1, by the ESS, to ask me what I come to do, I come to A big susu. I join in a susu. A big susu. How much I have to put in to get the hand? First or last or second I want the van. I feel I will rather my money around Christmas time. I will buy a stove and cake and bake my ham. So I wrap my purse, and I start my car. Then I hit on the highway, down la hop guitar. When I reach phase 1, by the ESS, they ask me what I come to do. I come to invest. I join in a susu. A big susu. I join in a susu. A big susu. Ian Allen get hand, Alexander get hand, I hear Alos get hand, they get the hand. I hear Gary get hand, I hear Rowley get hand, I hear John get the hand, and he run happiness horn. So I wrap the purse, and I start my car, then I hit on the highway, down la hop guitar. When I reach phase 1, by the ESS, they ask me what I come to do, I come to invest. I join in a susu. A big susu. I join in a susu. A big susu. Well, never do my mathematics, you know. I put in 500 and I was gifted $96,000. And I put back in 80,000 and I was gifted 25,000. Wait, now is that wrong mathematics?
The Wake Up Call. Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives.
I say we back. I say we back. We full of vibes. Oh, that come on. Full of vibes, yeah. I say we back.
That's sure.
Stand back, she back, and she feeling nice. She have a beautiful smile, yeah.
You notice how he's showing off with the voice, right?
Yeah.
So you ever seen Eminem? Eminem said that he can get any word to rhyme.
Yeah.
So you people
Yeah. No, there's a way to do it, you know. There's a way to do it, yeah. What is bad?
Did anybody do a susu for Christmas? Like anybody? I'm just asking.
The last time I did a susu was for my wedding.
Oh.
I don't believe in susus.
Really?
Yeah,
Yo, that money does come true like tax, you know.
Yeah, listen.
I don't believe in it.
My down payment for my house was a susu.
Yeah.
Nice. No, the reason why I say that is because
I started my first business with 3 susu hand.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have heard people getting burned, and anybody knows stuff.
You gotta go to it.
Reputable people.
You have to go. She has to be over the age of 70. It has to be a she.
True.
And she has to be very strict and granny-ish. She gotta like call you up and tell you about yourself, but you can tell she loved it out of you.
Yeah.
And she does feed you occasionally.
Yeah.
Now I know the criteria.
Songs right across.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Yes.
I am going to look for that person. Yellow pages?
No. It gotta be black pages. It's under the ground. You can't.
We've been in one for like.
Lauren says she have a susu story. Lauren, send us a voice note now.
Yeah. I have heard so much people getting burned, so I decided like I'm going to draw for my own susu and take my money and pay to my money.
Nah, it's nothing like having a susu because it keep you accountable and shit. Like you have
you met me?
No. Like worse than you. That's what I'm saying. Worse than you.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay,
like
send Granny my way. Worse than me?
For about 11 years now. Let this lady.
Wow, send her my way because I have heard so much susu stories. It's not.
Yeah, we less in the hand. She's a little bit older, but we still with her because she's
on point with her money
and her book is written and whatever. So even if anything happens to her, everything is laid out.
And not only that, she the people that is doing it is reputable people, like accountable people.
Yeah, but even if not, and the box and whatever, she takes responsibility for it. One time there was an issue. One time I remember she had an issue with somebody, but none of us
felt it. She handled it.
Let me tell you something. By Saturday morning, if you ain't drop off your susu money,
she out.
What?
Yeah.
Yo. Because Sunday come time for you to get your susu hand. So all the monies must be in, darling.
Okay, so
people still doing the pyramid scheme thing. People still.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you guys take part in that?
No,
no.
I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and when I say I'm the person that tell her you're wrong, I am. She said she got her money back. She asked me, and I said I don't believe in it because there's a lot of people. If you do the math, there's a lot of people that's gonna be asked out, and not asked out a little bit, a lot
of it.
So she was like, well, as long as I get back my money, I said that's the problem with the world. That's why I only have a Donald Trump for president, because nobody don't give a shit about nobody else anymore.
That's the main thing.
And
man.
she was like, why you?
He's a spoiler for people bad fun, you know.
I really am.
Lauren said she was in a susu for 15 years. Ooh. And she gonna take she forwardness and join another one the other day. And it almost cost her job.
Wow.
That's crazy.
People like that is just, you just need to beat them, yo.
Someday.
Zingo didn't upgrade to pyramid scheme. They changed the name of a pyramid scheme and they calling it a susu because they know people know what a susu is.
Right.
The math still don't add up though.
Yeah. I ain't getting no money circle, no anything.
I never
If I joined, I had to get 2 people, and the 2 people had to pay me, and then they had to get people, and the people
there was a 2 people song, right? All you need is 2 people. You know that? Y'all know it?
No.
Yeah. I think Sugars was the one I heard played. I'm gonna try to get it from him. Yeah.
I know so many Sugars, it's not even funny.
This one look like brown sugar.
Yes. So we have us Consuela.
No, we got a dad
I want to say something real quick.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on. I have just read all the messages.
Messages?
The messages.
Got you, boo. I got you.
Thank you, Consuela. All the messages in the chat, and I appreciate all the support, all the love. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so
GMGT,
much.
why say coming as
friends, leave as family.
All right.
I feel a lot better. Thank you.
We got you back.
Let me give my dad joke first, and then after we have one of our, prepared topics for you guys, prepared discussions. So, my dad joke. This graveyard looks overcrowded. People must be dying to get in there.
Oh, Jesus.
That one was actually good. I think that was the best one you've done in a while.
Thank you.
I think when you're a parent, though, you take dad jokes, like, you just be hitting a certain nerve. Yeah. I promise you.
All I need to do to get a funny bone is have a baby?
No. I ain't say I get a funny bone. It's just that even all the bad jokes, you still dying of laughter. That's what I mean. Because you be looking at him sometimes like, really? That's the best thing you could have come up with?
I do.
Inese, the Facebook crew said, Inese said she's in a susu for 15 years and it's going really well. And she also said, we love you, Storm. Steffi said, we love you, Storm.
Thank
All right, guys,
you so much.
Definitely love this thing, but we're going to jump into this topic right now. Who's going to tell us what we're about to go into?
So,
yes.
All you know.
Before we say it, I love this one. I love this topic. Because I'm going to get into this.
I'm about to tell you how we get here. I'll tell you.
All right.
So, we all know 90 Day Fiancé. Now they have 90 Day Fiancé like reversed. So instead of them moving to
time. Raw is law.
Raw is law.
Raw is law.
But they don't believe in condoms and protection and
yourself. You didn't see she have 32 children and she walking down.
They don't. So I'm saying they don't hunt.
I don't know if they do.
No, they like them some black women.
Yep,
so,
they do.
And are they going around too? I mean, have you
probably.
They
don't even know what that is.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No latex over there.
Oh wow.
So
they have a sheet with a hole in it.
I'm willing.
I'm not playing with you guys. Sade said, no, I'm not changing religion for anyone. If you can't accept me as I am, we respect each other's belief, then go ahead and find someone that you can equally yoke to. Ooh. So the only reason why I brought that up, because a lot of you realize that their family in these countries have a big standing on what they should do because they need to represent the family, especially in like Islam. You're not supposed to embarrass the family. Like, your wife needs to be Muslim. Like, y'all not in America where y'all can live, have that.
I can see myself converting because I'm just not into religion like that. So I feel like I could try it out. Go there, like, I'm just saying, like,
it's not shoes at
I like
Foot Locker.
Yeah, it is to me.
It's shoes at Foot Locker.
That's how low I have it.
Religion. I got you.
That's what I'm telling you.
I can appreciate that.
I'm saying it just like that. That's so.
You have religion on the same level as shoes.
I have religion as very low on the scale. I believe I'm a strong believer in God.
Listen, a strong spirituality, but religion is different. What about you? Sorry.
Well, you could tell me from the same family. Like, we believe in God. Like, I believe.
But would you say, okay, I'm gonna become Muslim?
So.
I would.
I do not.
You would. You get to have 5 wives. Exactly. How I know that? You never failed me yet.
I don't. Listen, God knew what he was doing. He made me the time he made me. Because I don't know if I'll be able to survive back in slavery days. I would die. I don't believe God, made me born in somebody Afghanistan or something like God knew what he was doing.
Most religions benefit men. Go ahead.
Yeah, they do. Judaism, no.
I am an Amazon.
Let me put that out there. People will say that, but once love enters the picture, people are willing to bend. And what's her name? Ivanka is Jewish now because her husband is Jewish. She converted.
But she's not like Hasidic. See, it depends on how strong.
It doesn't matter. I think what Kareem is right, but I think certain people are like myself. Like, I have certain conversations up front, and I have my expectations and up front, and I want you to tell me what your expectations is. And when I say up front, I don't mean the first date. I mean before we get to the point where I'm willing to sell my soul.
No, I don't like clothes.
So you don't like clothes? But I don't think I will ever, like, examining who I am as a person. I don't think I could marry somebody of any religion.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
could. But to say I have to transform, like, I don't believe in religion, period. And that's a firm stance for me. I believe it's been used to control people and all of that. So there's no way I'm going to take it upon myself to become religious.
I'll definitely expose my kids to it, though.
What, religion?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, if their father is whatever religion, I'll definitely expose my child to it.
So I don't go to church at all. I probably enter the church probably twice a year.
Did it burn down?
No. Still standing.
She asked that question so normal.
Still standing. But my wife is very religious. She doesn't miss church. And she takes my daughter to church every Sunday, and I'm okay with that.
And that was most cases in the islands, with mother and father. Mother going with the church with it. Daddy, I never saw my father.
I grew up in the church, but my mother or father or stepfather did not go to church, period. Mommy went to church when I was getting a award.
So back in the day, when I was young, believe it or not, I used to be an altar boy. Like, between, I think,
that explains it.
Between
nobody didn't touch it. Okay.
That explains it.
Between 6 and around 8. I was living in Grand Roy at the time, so I had to be before I was 8. And my mom didn't go to church, but she ensured I was in church every single Sunday. No, there's nobody more spiritual than my mom. My mom goes to church too. Her and my wife goes to the same church.
I grew up. Sorry, go ahead.
And religion has never done it for me. I've never seen a value in religion. And as I got older and I read more and I saw like what things was done in the name of God, in the name of religion. It's appalling to me. I don't have anything against anybody who chooses to practice any religion. Right?
Lorraine deserves to be at Two Gutter Lane. I just want to let y'all know.
And
what is she?
She get to wear.
She said, "I used to love to go to church because I get to wear my pretty panties."
That's
what?
But I feel like mostly all the religions have on the surface
I've dabbled in
similar values in them. Like
every religion,
all of them are similar. But I
saying.
had a conversation.
People let's go after the Muslims and them and whatever.
But listen, they have a God. They just call him Allah. Everybody got the same God.
What I'm saying is for the things they're saying, like their values and their rules.
Their values.
Some in the Old Testament, for instance, like I read just the other day and stuff. Like if you work on the Sabbath, they should put you to die.
Yeah.
Little
small little things like that.
I'm saying all of them, everybody
all
have
religions
those.
are the same. Turn your neck cheek like they're contradictory. All of them are the same. And I grew up in the Baha'i faith. Well, my grandmother was Hindu. My other grandmother was heavy Catholic. Like she was Baptist first, then heavy Catholic. My father was Muslim. My mom was nothing. So I grew up.
Father was Muslim?
My father is Muslim.
Now?
The same, no, not now, but back then.
Okay.
That explains a lot.
So, you'll throw me off like shit. I would say I grew up in almost every religion, and I chose the Baha'i faith because I felt that aligned with more what I believe. I will say this, and when I say I was heavy into my religion, like you couldn't tell me shit. I was a Sunday school teacher. That's how I was heavy into religion. But I think that had a big part in forming who I am and the moral system that I have today. Like that whole love and let love. That's the parts that I took from it, and the people who were in my life religiously taught me that. Now, when I got to a certain age and Baha'i encourage self teaching and awareness and self-study, instead of just listening to the person who's in front of you, I started to realize that a lot of the crap that they say they don't even believe in.
Right.
Like on the surface, it sounds good,
really
but when
good.
you dig deep in it, these people really don't have a moral conscience when it comes to power. And that is what made me stray from religion. And then I went to college and I took theology, and then I started studying every other religion and studying
control the power.
Control the power, and how religion back in the day wasn't a religious choice. It was the law of the land.
Yes. Yeah.
That is what it was. And if you come from Judaism, you were Jew. If you come from that is how it was. Like we form it into this thing of choice. And that's what happened when the British colonized other countries and they brought in Christianity. Yep. So now people had something else to study, and the world expanded in a way where people could choose religion.
Think about,
at one point the Pope was more powerful than the kings, right?
Definitely. I think King Henry VIII is who changed that.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just like, but with power, they were gung ho Catholic, and then all of a sudden, well, I don't feel like I need to be married to her anymore. How can I do that? You know what? I'm gonna be a Protestant. I can get a divorce now. Like it's literally like
literally
simple.
Like that. And they say, but absolute power becomes absolute corruption, and I fully believe that. When you don't have checks and balances, and there's nobody to check you, you start to believe.
Go ahead. I get to me personally, like in my teens, when I started questioning stuff, and then the answer was no. The answer was don't question the word.
Yeah.
Like.
So why you teach me to read for?
Don't question the Lord's word.
That blasphemy.
That threw me off big time.
Blasphemy.
And it's scary into saying if you do this, then you know.
Yeah. I said when I think I was 10 years old, 13, 10. I was 10 years old. I remember my pretty little floral dress mommy made. So, I asked my preacher, hey, how come there's a whole book in the Bible about war? Like, I remember that. Like, the book Numbers is all about the rules of war.
Right.
They disguise it as other things, but if you really read it, they're laying out rules on how you should fight wars. Like, we're talking about peace, love, turn the other cheek, all kind of craziness. And then he was like, oh, that was the Old Testament. Yeah. So you're telling me God wrote a Bible and then say, you know what, scrap this. We're going to bring a New Testament and we only follow the rules from the New Testament.
The old way wasn't working. Let's do a do-over.
And that is God, all-knowing, all-wise. And I'm like, if God is who he say he is, why does he need people to worship him? I've always asked that question. Like, if God is who you say he is, why does he need people to worship him? You don't talk about acknowledgement. You talk about going down on your knees and praying and bowing. Those are complex for me. Those are popish.
See, and that's my issue because I grew up Christian in a sense, but I went to a Catholic school. I don't believe sitting in front of Mary praying to her. I don't believe sitting in front of St. Paul and praying to him, but that's what they do. You're worshiping, to me, it seems like you're worshiping idols. But then you're telling me God is all-knowing and God is God. And
they justify that with saying it's representations
Kelly said I
of them.
wouldn't fully convert, but I'll support where I can.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I definitely, because more fundamentally than anything, I respect even more than my life I cherish is my right to choose. And I could never take that away from somebody else. I would definitely support any of my friends go to Baptist church and I'm the person that's clapping the hardest and dancing the heaviest.
I went to synagogue. It's lit. I like the bread that they give.
I would go to any church you invite me to. I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to dress up appropriately. Like, I'm that person.
I used to vex as a child. I couldn't get a wine and the bread on it. You know,
you were that child?
I used to vex. I wanted it.
So based on the temperature in the chat room that I'm getting, it seems like religion is not important to many people anymore. Right. I think
a lot of people are. And say, thank God.
I think spirituality is kind of where people are heading,
right? And
the church is kind of losing its importance. No, I'm gonna stray away from what we go and we're gonna bring it back in. Trump's first term was predominantly
evangelical.
The people who was mostly responsible for putting Trump in office was a lot of the
evangelicals.
Evangelicals.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they stuck
he
with
was
him.
He was the chosen one. Yeah.
And to them, they didn't care what he did.
Yeah.
They didn't care that he didn't live up to the standards. They always had a reason. Like,
yes.
Yeah, you know.
That was he was a chosen one. God.
And
I think I misunderstood what you just said. Come again?
Evangelicals.
Some of the biggest Trump supporters was evangelicals from the Midwest.
Yeah.
And they thought Trump was the chosen one?
Yeah, that's
they prayed with him.
Yeah.
They
imagine if that was the Messiah to come back again. Lord.
No,
it's not even that. That is the level of how damaging religion is.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I've said that for a while. Like, that's a level of how damaging it is.
So,
and
I think what happened was the religious people saw them losing power and they knew Trump was going to give them back.
Yeah.
So they didn't care.
But that is a power. That's what I'm saying, how damaging it is. Yeah. And when you're a person that don't read and think for yourself and you take other people's word for stuff, and I have told you guys, I don't believe nothing fully.
Listen,
like, I believe there's aliens out there and unicorns going to come back. So.
And that's one thing the right really hate. They hate that change. Yeah. They hate that self. Everybody.
Yeah.
They
want to be that church because remember the Constitution was built on the concept of separation of church
and state. Yeah.
And
I think even the so-called slave-owning forefathers.
Oh, they use religion to justify
all
that
the time.
Too. Yeah.
All the time.
But they separated for the same reason King Henry did. They weren't able to. They needed to separate religion from church to get their agenda. Mm-hmm. So you have people who's so-called the brain big and they're just playing with your emotions.
Yeah.
But look at the show The Handmaid's Tale. The Handmaid's Tale is solely based off of religion. Yeah. The reasons why they did what they did. The reasons how they acted the way they did.
The Bible is so contradictory, you could justify
anything.
What Facebook scene?
I was on Mixcloud. Facebook people.
Hi, Facebook people.
YouTube, are your friends? Two friends on YouTube. Nobody doesn't come.
You know what?
The Facebook people in as mixy as they the Mixcloud people. Yeah. Mixcloud just mixy.
Patsy said, I grew up in the church but don't believe in any religion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Shadi say, Lauren, at least you wore panties. You're better than me. Wow. Wow. Shadi, what possible reason could you have for going to church without drawers?
Two got a lane full of people, eh?
Yeah.
Full of
no, that one went straight to one gutter lane.
That block, that.
It's not easy living in Thoughtville.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I thought it was just Kareem. All you make him understand is all you.
Of course.
All you.
So let's tie it back in. So we're willing to accept somebody's other religion, but probably not fully convert.
No, fully. I'm not converting, period.
So,
okay.
Let me ask two. And the second part. What about the atheism? Somebody who don't believe in any God, religion, whatever.
You have to believe in something.
No.
No. I'm saying,
Wait,
no. You have to
how-
believe in something in a sense that you have to
you.
hold
For
your
you?
morality to some accord.
What if they moral? What if they know right from wrong, living everything?
You can be moral without having religion.
I didn't say, but not necessarily religion. Not necessarily religion. Spirituality,
you have
to have some
believe
type
in
of
something.
For you to be that. Yeah, you can't be the atheist.
For me,
You're talking about you personally.
For you personally. For me, I could be with an atheist.
I could be with an atheist.
I prefer to be with an atheist.
One of my favorite person to look at on HBO is Bill Maher. Like, I don't know if you all know.
Yeah, I know Bill Maher.
I like,
You like the realness?
I don't always agree with him.
I don't always agree with him, but I like the realness of it. And I believe I don't hold my morality because of my spirituality. This is why I do it. I do believe in the oneness of people, the oneness of mankind. I do believe in living in utopia. I fully believe that. I believe that our human conditioning is what prevents us from doing that. And if it's just me and I could preach to the world, like, we're going to live in a better place. Like, I want my children to live in the Garden of Eden, and I do it for that reason. So it's not because of spirituality. I calm myself, my tempers, because of my spirituality, and I hope I'm here. Okay, let me be real. Just in case there's a heaven.
I will never lose the thought of there isn't. I love the thought of there is a heaven. I just love that. Me personally,
you love to mama guy yourself.
No,
a lot of self-love.
Listen to me. And I won't take that away. I love to think that one day I'll meet my mother again, and I don't care if it seems it's way off. That works for me.
Let me ask a question.
Yes, sir.
You marry, your wife dies, you remarry. Both of you die now. Who you gonna be with in heaven?
Both of them. The both of them. The both of them. No, that was just 15 gutter.
So who you gonna be with in heaven?
The both of them. I mean, God will say it will just
God
be a happy family.
gave me both of them, and I believe I should have both of them.
Okay.
I want all of it.
What is your take, Consuela?
I find in other people. I know you already. Yeah, I know you already. I've been there, done that.
So you want a new gal?
I mean,
72 virgins out there.
So let me. So I can be with an atheist once she believes in the power of the rod. That's all she needs to say.
Lord have mercy. I can be with an atheist as long as they hold them like they're moral and they hold themselves to a certain standard.
Lord said she wants all she man and she woman too.
Lauren. I believe in the big oversized bed and all of we sleeping.
Listen, I'm practicing. I got a king size.
I'm practicing now. Go in heaven and make a mockery of Jesus.
But even like,
listen, if Jesus wants them too.
What thing me like, for instance, I was watching this show on the West Wing, and he was arguing with this religious person. The president she said that homosexuality is an abomination. She said, I didn't say that. The Bible said that. Then he started to give a laser with all the different stuff that the Bible say, and how come you don't, like all these things is what kind of irks me with he saying okay, can I sell my daughter into slavery? And because when for 6 months, she cannot leave. The men can leave.
Right.
But my daughter, he was quoting a whole bunch of different stuff. Like I don't take his word for it. I went and look up all these scriptures, and all these scriptures do exist.
They definitely. That is why I said the Bible is contradictory. Like I have the guy. Yeah, we had an issue where I don't believe in the Bible and he does. So I was like, I respect that you do, but he was like, how are you going to do this? And I showed him, I said, the Bible is the first place that don't worship idols, but there's a scripture in there where they turned a snake into copper rod, and then if you look at it and bow down and pray to it, then you will be healed. Is that not an idol if you ever heard one? Right. That's in the Bible. We're talking about so many different things, and just because I feel like if I could respect that you believe in what I call nonsense, which, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but deep down I truly believe that. If I could accept you believe in that nonsense, why can't you accept me if you think that I believe in nonsense?
I guess if you call it nonsense, it's kind of hard to say, well, let me, respecting you for telling me my belief is nonsense. Like, it kind of tough.
No, but I didn't tell him that. I'm saying that is how I feel about it.
Yeah, because and that is the empathy thing that I'm going with these days, because I feel a certain way towards something doesn't mean you should feel less towards it, and I won't disrespect it. So even just saying that, I'm just saying to you, to those, because my brother is a pastor, and he listens from time to time. And I'm just saying, but I would never want to offend them and say it.
I don't want to offend anybody, but this is my thing. Just I could accept, like I'm saying, I believe it's nonsense, right? And if I read it and I put it, and you guys told me to learn to read and comprehend, and you sent me to years for school, and you beat my ass and all kind of thing, and I got some education. So if I could decipher that, and I believe it's nonsense, that doesn't mean it is. I believe it's nonsense, but I respect that you believe it. That if you think I am on crap, then you could say, you know what, let me respect her belief the same way. That is how I feel about it.
As I said, it was hard for me to think you respect me. If you're saying
I understand
that, but I didn't say to him nonsense. I am saying this is internally how I believe about what I believe. Now, I could be absolutely wrong, and then God had to deal with me when I go up. According to my grandmother, when you enter the gates of heaven, I wonder where you're going to say to St. Peter's. Because, he got...
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break.
Nice.
We have the back in the corner when we come back. And we also have a guest this morning, right?
We do.
We have an amazing guest this morning. So wake up call, Curtin, ALMABOY, Roberts is here with Storm, Consuela, yours truly, Kareem.
I like what
we in the building. Huh?
I like how you pull that one back. I like yeah.
Smooth, right?
Yeah, that was
Thank you.
We didn't know.
Y'all know what it is, man. Good music, good times. This is where the culture lives. We here taking a quick break. We're going to come back after this.
You want to split? I thought you were sorry.
Cheers.
Good music, good times.
One good thing about music, when it is
good music, good times. Delivering the best.
GMGT big, where the culture lives. Big, vibes big, GMGT, yo, it is what it is. Smartin.
Oh Lord, what a thing sweet. I come and see more. Cassandra, girl, you keep good. Not keep good. Girl, not keep good. Cassandra,
can't reach on me yard. This thing is so sweet. Till now me can't leave from she yard. This thing is so nice, 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 nice. Every time I eat, it happy sticking me to Cassandra. Oh, girl, you keep good. That keep good. Girl, that keep good. Cassandra. Oh, girl, you keep good. That keep good. Say that keep good. Every time she give me peace, she asking me how it is. If I see me, she put in front of me face. She say, Sicko, how deep eat, hey, nana, she eat so nice. It make me can't reach on me yard. This thing is so sweet. Till now me can't leave from she yard. This thing is so nice, 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 nice. Every time I eat, it happy sticking me to Cassandra. Oh, girl, you keep good. That keep good. Girl, that keep good. Cassandra, oh, girl, you keep good. That keep good. Say that keep good. Susie already give piece of pork, but it never tastes good like Cassandra home. That's why me leave me home and reach down by Cassandra home. Hey, when me start to eat, I have to clean the bowl. Oh, nana, she eat so nice. It make me can't reach on me yard. This thing is so sweet. Till now me can't leave from she yard. This thing is so nice, 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 nice. Every time I eat, it happy sticking me to Cassandra. Oh, girl, you keep good. That keep good. Girl, that keep good. Cassandra, oh, girl, you keep good. That keep good. Say that keep good.
The Wake Up Call. Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Are we back on?
I want to get them.
How come my mic don't light up?
You still on this?
Don't worry, Storm.
So,
I'm gonna make sure your lights
lights
up.
up.
Thank you.
Your lights up?
Around
Two got
New Year's or somewhere there.
No,
I'm gonna get your stuff on.
Oh,
all right.
I thought you was going down to the gutter lane with
I thought he was going 5 minutes.
Yeah, we can't.
What?
Listen.
What?
Listen. He gonna light up your water.
I was like, this one made my eye open big like, what's going on with you?
Where are we going with this?
Hey, baby love boy, good morning.
Thank you, Kareem. I appreciate my lights. All right.
Listen, shame on y'all, man. Y'all think I'm some sort of perv or something?
No, we don't think. We know. We know.
What who do y'all think I am? Some sort of perv or something? Get out of here.
You're the president of Gutterville. Wow.
No, Thoughtsville, sorry.
Thoughtsville?
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I thought we were
one tongue over.
One tongue?
No,
the tongue is Thoughtsville. The lane is Gutter.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what are we jumping in now?
We're jumping into the bacchanal corner. Kareem's favorite time of the day.
Yeah, plenty bacchanal this morning. Yeah.
Yeah, George's this morning.
So, I've been with a friend on and off for over 6 years. I say friend because he says he doesn't like titles. I'm getting tired of waiting around for him to propose.
Wow.
His reason is that he's not yet financially stable for the responsibilities of a marriage and taking care of a family at this point, but doesn't want me to leave. I'm 35 and he's 37, and I've invested 6 years into this relationship. He's a great man and I love him, and I really don't want to start all over again. But I'm getting to that point. Should I keep waiting or should I leave? Is that Kunumu? I don't understand. You just say he don't like titles, but you're waiting for him to propose.
Yeah. Like I was about to say the same thing. I was like,
that part, yeah.
He don't like titles.
Sounds like a typical woman, right?
She's a Bamsi.
Yeah.
Hey, Kareem, I heard that jab.
You tried it.
I heard that jab. My thing is like he don't like titles, but you waiting for him to become a husband. Like you can't even say boyfriend. You waiting for husband.
I don't understand.
Yeah, well, he didn't say he's not against marriage. It's from what the house.
He is against marriage to her.
I mean, in the letter, I didn't think he said that. I'm just going.
He did.
He didn't. He said it.
He said he's not in the financial. His reason.
Told her.
The titles of boyfriend again.
Let me tell you something.
But somebody who don't like titles, so I don't wink at me, sir.
Let me tell you something. And no action is you're speaking. You're speaking. You don't have to literally come out. If you have to question your position in somebody's life, that's your answer.
And they off and on.
6 years you invested into this situation. You can't even call it a ship.
This is what I am saying.
It's a relationship.
That is a part.
It's not.
Part of what she's going through is women's idea that you have to be married. Their purpose in life is to be married.
Why is that though?
Because all the trainers so.
All yeah.
I told you I arrived here by accident.
I was being harsh, but that's that woman idea of they live in for marriage. They've been trained. Like what they do, they give us dollies to change like little babies. I don't see them getting little boys babies to take care of when they're small. Like I've never seen that, but we always pushing around a little pink thing in our damn stroller. We have dolly house. We had to be cleaning shit and washing shit, and I don't see them giving no house to no boy.
From early, y'all getting trained.
Yeah. So I'm asking, even in that, okay.
Sorry,
I obviously I can't give birth. Right?
Yet.
Hopefully you can.
Yet. We working on it. I have been advocating that men should be able to carry babies for a while now.
Have you seen that thing where some men they simulate the childbirth pain?
The pain.
Yes.
Yeah. How the men start going over like crazy?
Yeah.
Trust me. I believe women can stand more pain than men.
I am telling you, if men had to carry babies, the population would be zero.
So you know, I was saying, you're saying the training and all this stuff. Like, if we had done away with all that stuff, like let's say we do away with that, would you stop? You have a child, would you give her a dolly and say, do your hair and play around? What?
I have said that I am not. My child gets to choose her toys. Like I don't think I would.
Yeah, but
I've also said that my child gonna be in onesies and socks until there's 3.
Right.
Until it's time to dress them up like a dolly. But regularly, no. But this is what I'm saying. We have been trained that way, and that is clear in what she's doing. She's looking for a husband, and she don't want to start over. Your life should be a journey. It shouldn't be like, okay, I don't want to start over. I already invest so much in here. Those are the people that end up in situations because they don't want to take a risk and get out. And you are missing out on the people that's supposed to be in your life, because you're holding on to somebody who was probably just in your life to show you something or teach you something, because you're so afraid and you want to be married and you're getting old, you'll be a maid. Like, we need to come out of that, ladies.
Is she just saying he's a great guy for saying its sake? Or,
Listen, a great guy is a great guy until he ain't a great guy.
I'm just saying, okay, the titles part, all I hear that, okay, that ain't song to write. Like, he don't want that, all this good stuff, but he's actually working towards something, and he believes. No, I'm just saying he believes in himself that he wants to be in a really good position.
I think that's a couple.
I'm just okay. Whether a couple or not, some men feel their value as a man is
to provide,
being able to provide and take care of that. I'm saying some men generally really do feel that way. You understand? So I'm saying if he really doesn't feel like he could do that yet, like
he can do that.
Wait.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to hear him. Are they not persuading Consuela?
I'm trying to persuade her. I know what I'm in and out.
He would love all of those things, just not with her.
Okay. This is what I'm saying.
So we try to advise her.
Okay, here's
not just what we think. I know.
All right, Miss Lady. Let us pretend you're my friend and I'm talking to you, Miss Lady. Dudu darling.
Hey, yeah, kudu munu.
I know.
Go ahead.
Okay. After 6 years, you're supposed to be working on something to be able to provide. You understand what I'm saying? And if this guy is off and on for 6 years, that's telling on your relationship. The fact that he don't believe in titles, that is telling on...
Who said off and on is his part, is his fault?
I'm not saying it's his part. I'm saying that's telling on your relationship.
Okay.
I didn't ascribe that to him.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm saying the relationship itself.
Right.
The fact that he don't like titles is telling on your relationship.
Right.
Because if a guy would say, you know what, I want to be financially stable so I could take care of you, that's not the guy that don't want labels. That's a guy who know who he is as a man and this is what I want to do. That's not a guy who's going to say I don't like labels. So that is why I believe it's a cop-out, not because he's just saying that. Some guys really believe they're supposed to be financially stable before they get married.
Right.
You understand? But not the guy who said I don't like labels. That's the guy who wants to be a husband, wants to be a father, wants to be a provider.
So even though you like labels and he's doing all the stuff label under my man or my, for you, he's doing everything action wise, and that's the one thing he just don't want this label.
So if there's something wrong with that, and I have to agree.
Right. Yeah.
If a man says he don't, it doesn't matter all his actions.
We know.
Is contrary. If a man says he doesn't want labels, that's a problem. That's a problem, and I'm saying that from a man's perspective.
Right. And I'm being devil's advocate and keep saying.
Well, if a guy, listen, I am all for people designing their life to suit them. If you want to be with somebody who don't want labels, but he makes you feel amazing in every other area, that is your decision to make.
Yeah.
But when you,
so we giving that advice based on, I'm just saying.
But when you go into, okay, he don't want to marry me and he this and he that and the other, that is your issues, Miss Lady. You need to go and find somebody that aligns with your values.
So Sexy 09 made a good point here. She said after 1 year or less, a man would know if you the one. Not really, but girl, he don't see you as wife material, so exit stage
he
right.
He may not see anybody as wife material. He may really don't like labels. And I'm not saying this on him because I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about her. Obviously, she's a person that wants to get married, want to be in that situation. You need to find somebody that aligns with that.
Right. She's you trying to force him into a situation
you
he does
can't
not want
make
to be
anybody be in a situation. I could love you forever and I could be off and on. I have had relationships with people that we've been off and on forever. Whenever I not see nobody, we could see each other. And I love them, not in that way like, okay, I want you to be my husband. I love them and that situation could happen. But there's no way I'm going to take that person and try to force them into a marital role.
I personally feel like I will tell her, so you're doing, you're blocking your blessings. You're blocking whatever is by keep every year you prolong this, you're going to keep digging and say 7 years now. And then this 8 years now.
See, I know somebody that was in a relationship for a long time with this person, like a long time. They break up. My girl got in a whole other relationship, married, and had a kid in the same damn year. Like,
you good, girl?
So let me is there a time limit? What's the difference if somebody's been together for 20 years and broke up, or somebody's been together for 20 years, married in 5 and broke up after 15 years? Is there a difference?
I think so, only because you could be in a relationship with somebody for a long time and you still feel like you don't know certain parts of them.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, things like I've been with my husband for 8 years now, right? And looking back at like year 2 and you think, oh my God, yeah. And then looking now, it's just like, girl, you was real stupid.
But yeah,
like, just for
I
thinking
love being stupid in that.
But it's not even downplaying that. It's just basically you learn a lot with time. So that's why I understand why people get attached to, well, I've been with this person for a long time, because after a point, it's like you're investing time, you're investing energy into the situation. Right. So I think it is a big difference from you dating somebody and you breaking up with them in 5 years compared to somebody with 20 years.
No, I'm saying in terms of like the same time frame you're in a relationship. So let's say you're in a relationship for 15 years. Mm-hmm. I'm in a relationship for 15 years. Mm-hmm. But I've been married for 10 out of those 15 years.
Oh,
and you've never been married, right? So a 15-year relationship, no marriage. I'm in a 15-year relationship with 10 years of marriage. Is there a difference?
Oh no.
No. Like
So would the marriage part make a difference?
If that's your goal. But
marriage. It would make a difference to the individual. Some people value that commitment, that written commitment, and some people don't have that big emphasis on it. Yeah. Like for me, marriage right now means
companionship.
No, I could have companionship without it. For me, it's legal stuff as well. Like if we entangle our life and, we have financial stuff together, we're growing together. Having a marriage is that for me. I could be with somebody for 20 years and never get married to them again. I've been married twice.
I like the idea, as I said before, I like the idea of marriage. Fine, let me see.
Now, I hold you to that standard, whether you sign that paper or not. I hold you to that standard.
15 years I've been with my wife. 14 years married.
You get married quick, sir?
I expressed to them this last year is actually the first year I've went all into marriage. Like marriage, taking my vows and
taking seriously
in that way. Mm-hmm. Like all the time I thought I really would, but I really wasn't there yet. I just got there. After the certain experiences I've went through, just experiences. I've finally get to this point where I was saying, I talk about that all the time on the show now. Yeah. That wasn't happening before in public circles. I'm being real, I've been very real. I know it comes naturally because I just let go myself now into.
Because now you surrender to the
right, mm-hmm. right, and I like the idea of it. Of us being married and me taking that vows, we did that together. Mm-hmm. Whether or not people believe in it or not, that is on you. And I always say, I don't tell everybody will get there and what everybody will get there on their own time with whatever relationship they have. I'm not forcing anybody to be what.
Your wife is amazing.
No, she is. She is. Amazing. Yes, she is. She really is. You understand? Mm-hmm. And I'm there now. So even when they say marriage or no marriage, but whatever the value you place on marriage or relationship is on you. That individual, two individuals coming together and what you all decide is going to be the thing.
That's
the thing. You understand? So that's where I'm at, and I'm telling everybody to each his or her own. Figuring out this stuff. My relationship, my rules, my values may never work for you. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
But I would say this. If marriage is important to you and I'm with you, I would definitely get married. Right. I wouldn't change my religion, which is no religion, but I definitely would get married if that commitment is important to you. Right. Because for me, making you feel that security is important for me to let you know that I am here for you. Right. So I would definitely get married 5 times again if I have to.
Storm your love.
I shouldn't say that. Somebody go blast me later. But I love love. I love to be in love. I love to be cuddled up. I love to be in a relationship. I also love my freedom, and I love to be able to go out and work and be at work for 15 hours and not have anybody on my back.
That's the balance of understanding each other, and is still allowing each other to be individuals. Yes. That's the whole.
That's what I love about my husband. He is that type of person. Yeah. If we text each other once throughout the day, and it's not because I don't love him or we both some busy ass people. When I'm at work, I don't have time to be sitting in my phone and be like, oh my God, what are you doing? So now he has gotten little headphones because he's, the work that he does. So that's how I talk to him now. So we're both at work working and we're talking. We're not saying nothing, but it's just the fact that you're there. Is just
I think that is true love. I think if I look back at the people that I don't work at me like
how you reach true love?
Don't look at me like that, you heathen.
You know,
So this is what I'm saying. Like, I found that the people that I connected with the most was the people like when I'm working, we not saying anything, and I just want to be in your space, even if it's on the phone. Like, I just want to feel your presence.
That's your thing. That's your thing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It don't have to be his.
So, nothing to contradict anything you guys say, but the point you just made there, I think I wanted to kind of reinforce it. I think that's the solution to a successful marriage. Being together, but still allowing that other person to be themselves.
That is it, because when you feel good within yourself and when you have that spirit of confidence and love, you are able to love that person back.
You know how good it feels to wake up in the morning and do something and not have to worry about your partner not doubting you or not, saying what stupidness you're doing there.
Sorry, I have a question about that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am guilty of that. In my marriage to Sean, the 10 years, I am guilty of accusing him of stuff and trying to pull him along because I felt like my way was a better way. Like, I am dead guilty of that. Now that I've examined myself, I allow people to be, like, I allow you to be you. Yeah. I need certain things and I lay that out, and if you could abide by those things, everything else is on you. And I expect vice versa. Like, give me what you need, and if we could live that way. What happens how do you do you think that that's time? Because for me, it took time to get to know me, why I'm able to do that. But in most relationships, like for example, you for 15 years, does it take that time to be able to allow that person to be who they are?
Well, again, it's everybody.
I think it's just like what you said. Like, you put certain things, and you don't have to necessarily say it. Yeah. It's just what it, like, for example, right? I know I would always come second to cars when it comes to my husband. I know that I'm all right with it.
Did you learn to be all right with it?
No, listen, our first date, he took me to watch cars race on the highway. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He loves cars. So for example, like, I have a lot of friends and they be like, oh my gosh, you go on tows with him? We can go on a tow, leave 6 o'clock in the morning, come back 11 o'clock at night, and I'll be fine.
I have been in that situation.
Is he meeting you on your stuff that you...
So in that aspect, for me personally, I'm on not necessarily a self-love journey, but a journey within myself for myself to become better, and I feel like everything else will fall into place. So I can't expect you to do certain things and I'm not there for myself in that aspect.
But do you have hobbies and stuff that you have that he supports the way you support his cars?
No, I don't. Cause like, I love cars.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up in the shop. I've raced. I've done all of those stuff.
We had that argument.
We definitely have.
Thanksgiving again. That I was telling the ladies, and then
how much?
We talked. We spoke for like 4 or 5 hours straight. No TV,
so
no nothing.
I went in on them to saying that this expectation. Imagine I don't like doing something, right? You get me to do it. I ain't give 100 as you would expect, right? You ain't appreciating the fact that I am actually do something that I don't like, period. I don't like that. You find I ain't give enough effort. You focusing on I ain't give enough effort and all this good stuff. I said, listen, lady, you get me to come 50 with this. Like, take the...
Give me credit, right?
Take the, certain things...
Take the win.
It's, certain things she don't like. I know she's not into, but if she come along with me with it, I'm like, okay, that's a plus. But I'm not... It's not like this grand thing for her to must be all in with my...
And I feel like I've always been like that for him.
Right, but that's your choice to do that.
That's what I'm saying. It's absolutely right. I've always been...
I know your expectation, what's your face?
I've always been like that for him. When it comes to his business, when it comes to anything that involves him, and even my son, it's always about them. And I've never... Like, we asked the question, what was it again? Like,
choosing
something that you feel like what would you tell your younger self?
Well, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
I guess she's a
learn to be yourself. Oh,
thank you.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was just like learning myself, staying true to myself. not swaying. It's literally just being me.
I think there's two parts to that for me. ALMABOY is absolutely right. If I don't like something and I give you 50%, how dare you ask me for 50 more? I think it's right for him, but for me, it's like, when you decide that you're gonna do something and go something for somebody, go all in. Like, that's how I feel about it. Like, if I say I'm gonna try to support you, or I'm gonna do this, or I put a little bit forward, that's different. But if I say I'm going and I'm gonna be there for you and stuff like that, I feel like you should give me that in that time frame. Give me 100%, because you want 100% from me. He is saying he doesn't care about 100%, so that is why
the fact that his effort.
He appreciates effort, and I agree with that. But for example, if I have done this before, I have taken people who's not associated with Carnival, take them to a show of mine, and then they back, they sit down by the bar, they grind, they grumping. Like, you should be happy I come out at all. And I've taken people that not into it, they sit down by the bar, they drink, they look, they laugh, and everything is all good. But if you went with me and you jump on stage, and even if you were being your ridiculous self, like, I would appreciate that so much more because you put it in. I'm not saying what you have to do, but I'm saying if you put 100%, people recognize that and they appreciate it better than if you come half-assed.
I definitely, to me, sometimes a little goes a long way, and I don't always get that. And that's my issue. And I blame myself because I should have put this out from the get-go. But at the same time, it's just like, we already here. It is what it is. I know how you are. Sometimes I'd like, it's, you know what it is? I think the 50% is compromise, and that's what I'm okay with it. If you compromise.
Because I'm saying too, it could be my 100, you know. No, I'm just telling you, I don't like this thing.
And that is your 100. It just doesn't feel like
it's your 100, yeah.
Because it feels like I'm not into that.
Well, if you genuinely don't like something, I would say don't do it.
No, but sometimes no. I'm just saying.
But sometimes you do it because
compromising.
You need to, yeah.
And, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Compromising is my 100%.
Expectation for me to be just.
That's why I don't compromise. So 119 seconds is 119 seconds.
I don't think you could compromise if you try at this point.
I'm not even going to 120. That's it. No compromise.
Not even 119.2.
No compromise.
It is what it is.
So you get to the 59.
Yeah. I would rather you not come to my show than you come to my show, you sit in the back and you mope. Like, I would prefer you not come to my show at all.
No, I mean, sometimes, like I say, in certain aspects he wants to be there for you, but certain things.
So, and that's what I'd appreciated, the fact that you came. I don't care if you sit in the corner; that's your business. But you came.
Do not come in the corner. I'm disagreeing with that. Do not come to my event and be salty.
That's what I'm saying. With the parts with compromising with each other.
Have a conversation with me. If that's really not your thing, I think we could talk.
But then again, he not. How do you? You're okay with that? Like,
I am okay with you not coming to my event, but I'm not okay with you coming to my event and sitting down and sulking in the corner.
No, I mean, nobody. I doubt you'll come and sulk.
But what do you mean participate? Like, you don't have to jump up on stage.
Well, that was saying, but sometimes what the expectation is that for you, what you're thinking is you should be there. You might as well go all in with me, and he's like okay with it, and he's simple and okay. I'm taking the scene, and you'd seen that as something else. It depends on who you're with,
because I'm open, so I go into every situation and I just jump in and I enjoy that.
So here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a quick music break. We're gonna get the guests ready. We have a guest in the building. You wanna let us know who the guest is before we take the quick break?
No.
All right. So it's gonna be a surprise. All right.
She's saving all the goodies.
So here's what we're gonna do. Right. I'm gonna give us a quick dad joke. Right. I have a quick dad joke. Then we jump into one song, and then we're gonna get the guests ready while we have that song.
Start off good. Make this good. Right.
Listen. So, a vowel saves another vowel's life. The other vowel says, A-E-I-O-U.
You sound
I don't.
We will be back shortly.
I know.
Wow.
That's a new level.
stick it. Yeah. As if I wine and I like it. Now when she give me a vibe, as if I wine and I like it. Me taking me head so I'm feeling nice. As if I wine and I like it. Now when she give me a vibe, as if I wine and I like it. Me taking me head so I'm feeling nice.
Entertainment has to offer good music, good times, where the culture lives.
I feel like Buju Bantan, bossa bossa. I feel like Buju, yeah.
Are you seeing us, Consuela?
Feel like Buju Bantan. Whoa.
Ladies and gents, our guest is in the building. The beautiful.
Yeah, very much so.
The one, the only. Fiola the brand.
Oh, wow. Nice. Let me just say.
Her name is Fiola the brand.
Fiola the brand.
The brand.
Oh, wow.
If you see her Instagram, it's Fiola the brand.
The brand. I like that. Fiola.
She is Fiola. The business is Fiola the brand.
I like that.
Yeah, no, La Fiola brand.
Oh, I'm sorry. La Fiola brand.
Yes.
La Fiola brand.
So I want y'all to tell Fiola, she ain't just nice.
She ain't just nice. She real nice.
Yes.
And she is super talented.
Yes. So we want to hear about Fiola and the brand.
I should let Fiola tell about herself.
Yes. Glad to have you here, first of all.
Thank you.
This is a wake-up call.
She is amazing. I met this young lady earlier this year. Please tell them who you are and what you do.
Yes.
Okay, so my name is Fiola.
Right.
Okay, the brand is called La Fiola brand. And I'm from Trinidad.
Okay.
So, the culture, carnival and soca and, the vibrancy of everything.
Yes.
That's where the whole idea of doing a swimwear came from. So carnival, the Monday wear. Monday wear is something that I love because it's your personality into it.
Okay.
So basically my whole idea behind the swimwear line was to have like elements of and just the characteristics of a Monday wear.
So it's a carnival swimwear.
It's
sort
I don't
of
want to say
like it could,
it's so
you could use it
influenced
right. You could use
carnival.
it for
okay.
a Monday wear.
Okay.
but also you could go on your vacation and still
all right.
You know,
all right.
Still Fiola.
That's right.
The influence of Carnival is in there.
That's right. That's right. You know, the vibrancy and everything of, you know, of what it gives you.
Right.
I've been in the fashion industry since 2006.
Ooh.
Yes. So working backstage, New York Fashion Week. Yeah. Working at what is it? Like Oscar de la Renta shows, Dolce & Gabbana, Rihanna, Fenty, Kanye West. You know, Yeezy show. Yeah.
A catalog.
To name a few. Okay, just a few.
And those are the like.
Go to. Yes.
So that's why.
Drop styling names. Drop styling names too. Yeah. She is a stylist as well.
Yeah. So I styled Charlemagne the God in a magazine shoot. You know, so I've done a lot of publications. You know, commercials. Yeah.
Wow.
So, you know.
The catalog.
Yeah.
Wide and deep.
So something I want to get right off the bat, like I know, you know, being a woman in this, because we were talking about ladies earlier on the show and the strength and the power of women. Have you faced like challenges being a woman trying to get your name out there?
Always.
Not have you. What are the challenges you have faced?
Right,
you know, just making your own, just standing up for yourself and just showing that you have the same power as a man.
So is it still?
I think it's always there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a little stronger.
Has it gotten better?
Way better.
Yeah.
Way better. I think, you know, we demand respect, the same respect that, you know, all you have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think they see us as lesser of because, you know, you're a woman.
Right. Yeah. So even in the fashion industry, I'm always amazed by that though. Like in the fashion industry, I thought it would have been more.
No, these men come and take over.
It's not just. It's a lot of gay men as well. So people think because it's gay men, it's soft and it's easier.
Right.
I think that's where you're coming from because it's soft and it's easier, but it's still, even though their orientation change.
Right. It's still man.
It's still man, and even though they act feminine, it's still masculine aggression.
Right.
But behind that, I don't want to say, you know,
you can say it.
No, go to.
Behind that particular person, okay, there is that also straight, strong man that is controlling everything.
Okay.
Right? All because you're seeing gay designers out there. That doesn't mean, you know, they
it's still
are
a boys club at the top making
because
the decisions.
the top heads are male, you know?
Right.
So,
and a lot of them, believe it or not, is not gay. Like people have that misconception. A lot of the people at the top of the game who actually trickle down, kind of like in the music industry, how you guys have promoters who play certain things, and those are the promoters that if they play your song, you're golden. If they don't play a song, no matter how good it is, you're not golden. We have that in the design industry as well. What is your I should say this. What is your experience with breaking out? Like, when did you discover it was okay to speak up for yourself and to be strong and demand? Because we know that when you're the person that speak out and demand, and then you become the aggressor.
Yeah, they ostracize you.
Right. So when did you feel comfortable in doing that?
So I was interning for this celebrity stylist in NBC. Working on styling Lance Bass from NSYNC. I don't know if you guys remember. You know, So there was one time he called me to do a job, and he said, "Oh, how did he say it? You know, I have a job to style someone." He didn't say who it was, but then I said, "Okay, so right now I'm taking only paid jobs because after you intern, people just keep expecting you to do it for free."
Right.
Then he just told me, "Oh, I'll pay you $50. I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "No, I'm sorry, I can't do it." And he just stopped talking to me. Just so.
Somebody who you've been talking to for years?
For years. And then, mind you, he's like mentoring me in this, and he's, you know, a celebrity stylist.
So that part, what is the expectation? Like, if someone is to follow, you know, a young lady or a young man want to get into this, they interning, for instance, and where is that point now you can say to them that I'm ready to be out, I'm get paid in this, and you know that line, because you took that stand. At what point did you take that stand?
Well,
to say?
I think you have to feel more experience. You have to be positive, knowing like, you know what, I think I'm good enough. I've taken all the information that I've had from you. thank you, appreciate it, and now I'm moving on.
Right.
You know, so the person, you know, you have to feel that.
Right.
If you feel like you're not ready mentally also, and you know, you still don't have the confidence to actually go out there and do it yourself, then
still
stick around and still, you know, keep learning, you know.
Right.
So like just being around these people, these, you know, strong personalities, and being in this fashion industry, you know, it kind of prepped me for all this thing right now.
Right,
you know what's going on. And also like the quality of the clothing. Quality is everything.
Yes.
So I think that's why, you know, I will set standards for my line.
Right.
You know? Nothing is just like a cheapy kind of,
you
know?
Let me ask her, what is a typical day like for you? Let's say you have a client. What does it look like from the time you come in the morning to the time you're finished with that client? Can you give us like a quick...
So if I'm going to a photo shoot, if it's so basically prepping for that day, prior to that, you're just, you know, talking about ideas, the concept of how you want things to look. And then you go in.
Right.
You figure out the time. So basically it's, you know, you play music, you lighten up the mood, you know, and just, you know, they're trying on the clothes and just dress them for whatever it is, you know.
So what does that conversation sound like? Hey, Fayola, La Fayola the brand.
La Fayola the brand.
This is Kareem from GMGT. I have a big interview in the morning with this young lady from La Fayola the brand. And I want to look my best. So talk to me about how we're going to conceptualize what we're going to do.
I would want to know, okay, give me your style. What do you like?
Yo, you know what? I'm King Kong.
Oh.
That's, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That power. That kind of,
okay. So can you show, don't just say King Kong, because you don't want to be dressed up like a monkey, right?
What would you say? I wouldn't mind if he dressed up like a monkey to come in
if
here.
you tell me
if
King
you
Kong,
dressed him like a monkey, I would appreciate that. I think Betty, Sexy
Listen,
09, Molly would appreciate that.
Don't tell me that you want to dress like King Kong, because that's a whole different.
What would
but
be
the
your
power,
the power,
right? But
what would be your response if he did say that?
if he did,
As
I'm
a client,
thinking,
not as Kareem.
right? But I'm just, you know, of course you make little jokes here and there, but at the same time, you know, he's looking for that power, that massive. He wants something to take over. You know, he wants attention.
Yep.
Something you have to draw attention from, right? So also, like, that's why I say I'll go to. Give me just what you like. What are you seeing out there that you like? So then I'll tweak that. You know.
I want some blazers, some dress slacks, a nice shirt, maybe a little pocket square or something. You know, I don't want the tie, but my shirt needs to be well collared.
Right.
You know, I think that's where I'm going right now.
Okay, so what I would do is bring, let's say like 3 different outfits for you.
Nice.
So you can look, you know, you can decide which one you want, and then there's different colors as well. You're not going to just stick with one color.
Yeah, I think the first thing you asked me was, what is your favorite color? Like you do that a lot. What is your color? What do you feel good in? Like you've asked.
So let's, for instance, me now, I want to do. How do you work? You work well with others too, because, for instance, she's into costume designing and all this stuff, right?
Ask her, do I work well with people? Do I work well? Look.
No. Your way or no way? She does work well with others. She is one of those people that work well with strong-minded people.
Right.
You can't. I don't want to say that. You can. I'm a strong personality, and she is a strong personality, and we have often agreed to disagree because we have very different styles.
Right.
So she is not the type of person to shove her style down your throat, but it is a reflection of her. So she would try to incorporate the 2 styles.
And I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad I get it, because I think as a soca artist, I want to soca.
As an artist,
not just an artist.
Wait.
Right.
So why the soca? Sorry.
No. It's always a soca, but for her, to be specific, I want to say I'm a soca because I'm looking to. I have some projects I want to get into especially for the coming year. I spoke to Storm about some of it. You know, even I don't want to just bring out a song, just put it out there on YouTube. No, I want to do videos. Even if I don't do videos, I want that photo shoot, that imagery to be punching. I want to combine the carnival vibes with it. I want to look at
it's extra. You know, it's flashy. They just want to shine. They like bling. They like all that.
So the different genres, the different everything you work at, because I heard Charlemagne, artists, whatever. So you have that connection to lead me. So let's say I want something and you just find it.
I was working with Corinne Dubois. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Do you tell I say I want this and you just find this in right. Your vision, how you seeing you.
I would tweak it because it's something that you like really like. But like I said, I will tweak it. I don't want to take your whole personality away from you.
Okay.
You know, you have to also feel comfortable in what you wear. You don't want to just change the whole person.
Right.
If you're wearing something like a King Kong costume,
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna tweak it just to make you feel a little comfortable. You know.
Right. So I mean, how do you right now from you just started to know? Like, how do you feel about the direction you headed? I
feel great. You know, there are some things that discourage you. You know, of course, especially what's going on right now.
Right.
But you know, you keep going.
Yeah, that motivation is the one.
You have to keep going. Like you know, just pray. You know, just pray. Try to stay positive. Sometimes, like, you know, whatever negativity come into your mind, just continue to, you know, stay positive. Just smile it out. Right. And that's what I do. I just smile it out. Yeah. You know, in the morning, you burn your sage. I'm so big on burning sage. Like, you don't even understand.
I am self-love. She's spiritual love.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah. So what, for example, we are having a hard time as designers right now because our skills is not considered essential, right? We are having, so what keeps us, not us, but what keeps you motivated? Like, what's some of the tools that you use to keep yourself motivated while all of this stuff is going on? What are you doing with your time? Because we've said, you know, like, there's a lot of stuff that, like, this time last year, we would have been deep into crap. Like, you would have been doing Monday where, like, we would have been deep into crap. So what are you doing with your time? And what are some of the tools that you use to keep yourself motivated, to keep designing, especially in these times?
Just the love for it and the passion for fashion, you know? So it really is a passion. Also, I am an event planner. So I'm one of the planners for Caesar's Army.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for New York. Nice. So, you know, all now we'll be doing events.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All summer we would have been doing events.
Right.
I would have been there.
That's right. Wow. You know, so I'm always busy. Like during this time, I started making masks.
Right.
You know, so that really was a hit. People just keep, and then I'll do Caribbean masks, Trinidad, you know, Barbados, whatever.
She does flag masks for your face.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
And then my hats also.
Have you been placed in, like, can I be real? You're a beautiful lady. In uncomfortable situations by men or women in the industry, or who have you worked for?
In the soca industry,
just in the whole design and how, like, stuff like that.
Yeah, there's many times where a celebrity, you know, I would have the opportunity to speak to them about styling them. And then we'll talk about it. I'll give them do the whole lookbook, you know, I'll show them, you know, ideas, bring the portfolio to them. They go, yeah, it's cool. Then they flip the script and want to talk about something else.
Oh, so you know, you kind of know the layout of
yeah. Okay. And then they'll talk about something that's other than business.
Right.
Oh, Faye, do you do this? You wanna? No.
So one time you cut it for anybody, like as I said, for anybody.
Because then you start building a reputation for yourself.
Right.
Once you open those doors, then, you know, they're gonna look at you like, oh, maybe it's a possibility, you know, she might, you know.
Right.
But that's the thing. Cut it off right away.
Right.
So
do you feel that like we know, like, don't say it like that, Stormy, you're having a bad day.
Say it.
I would say it.
Yeah.
All right. In this industry, we have, I think, every woman I've ever spoken to, and that's not a lot in our industry. The guys are like, oh, a lot of guys. It's a lot of work. Like, they admit it's a lot of work, but for them, most of the time, it's a good time. I find that the woman is the one who is behind them, because every time you have, most of the time, you have a guy that's a stylist or a designer. Usually, there's a woman right there behind him doing all of that work. And when you come out from behind that veil, I feel that's when people have a problem with it. So you've been met with aggression. Like, how do you counteract that without being the mean boss bitch?
I just keep laughing. They see me smiling. I'm the smiley one.
I laugh too.
I'm the smiley one. I'll laugh it off.
All right.
And then when you keep pushing and pushing, then you're gonna see the other side. Sorry, but I'm just quicker to just smile and just try to make everything a light moment. All
right.
So let's do two things, and then I have a question.
Okay.
Tell us, give us the social media where people can find you if they need to either hire you or see your work or anything like that. And I just want to know, how did you get into fashion? What was that thing that clicked for you that you decided this is what I want to do?
2000 what again? 2006.
Six. Oh gosh, I have to go all the way down. I gotta dig. So the Instagram is lafayolabrand.llc.
Nice.
Right. Then I have my personal one, Faye. What is it? Oh gosh.
I
have Faye underscore Lola B. Faye underscore Lola B.
You have something in common.
We working people. We just work. We don't sit around and be on Instagram all day. We working.
I usually have the same problem.
Pretty as we are.
That's why I was like, wait, hold on. Let me check really quick. Getting into it. Just meeting the right people. So okay, so
did you when you were a little girl, hey, I want to do fashion?
I wanted to be a dancer.
You want to be a dancer?
I love dancing.
Okay.
Love.
Are you good at it?
I am.
Okay.
I am also in.
I wanted to be a dancer too, but I suck. Suck.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
You could stop.
No.
Oh gosh.
Even that.
There's a problem.
Yeah.
No, but
he has one dance there that
there's only one dance.
Yeah, now that dance, if you see it, you'll fall for it. And
this is his wingman.
I see that.
That dance will sweep you off your feet.
They turn it into a meme. That's all.
Oh gosh.
So as we go back to the question.
So meeting the right people, friends, actually was somebody I was working with, and we just started talking about things, and I got into actually a commercial. I was in 2006 I did an MTV commercial, and the casting director I knew, and then I met her son, and then from there that's how I got into the whole fashion.
Just kept rolling.
Okay. Yeah, so that's how it happened. And that's how I started backstage, then started styling. And then I said, you know what? I graduated from FIT.
Oh, I just going to ask.
Right.
Yeah, we do have.
Yeah.
So I have a business, fashion business degree.
Okay, nice.
So yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wow, yeah, you have it going. So the future for the brand.
Right.
Where do you see yourself with the brand?
I see myself not only designing for Monday wear, but I see myself on the runway having my own line.
Right. Okay.
Nice. I want it as big as Victoria's Secret. You know how you have artists singing, and then while you're walking, the model's walking with your, that's how I see it. Something huge. It's just building an empire.
Right. So let me just let a secret. Can I have modeling on my bucket list of things I want to do? I'm a little bit vertically challenged, but I think I can represent for the. No. Serious. Let me tell you.
So it's a little bit vertically
challenged. Yeah. But I want to represent for the short men out there.
Okay.
I think I always. The music. No, listen. Serious. The music, acting, modeling.
You can do it.
Yeah,
do
I
it.
do think. Yeah. So
don't listen to nobody. Do it.
Keep me in mind.
All the background noise. Don't even listen to that.
I don't study that. I don't study that breeze blowing in the background. I don't study that breeze. So just know that and then I've this guy here with me and him.
Dressing like King Kong.
Yes. Anything you need from us.
No, they're amazing.
Yeah.
If I was to come in here and say, listen, when I first came here, they were supposed to be in lingerie. They were not.
What happened?
Make everybody take off their t-shirt.
Yeah. I was.
And they were all for it.
Yeah.
I think that's the most views we ever get because this one have one wicked pack. So yeah, they're down for whatever, anything progressive.
Okay.
At GMGT.
Oh, I love that. I love
that. They support it, and they don't just say they support it; they support it.
Yeah, that's you have a lot of people just talking, saying, "Oh, I got you. Let me know." But then when you let them know, where are you?
Yeah. Right.
But you have to physically be there for the person.
So I have never admitted this before.
Oh.
He's vertically challenged and I'm horizontally challenged. So I just use that. Just leave it.
Storm. Will you bring me in?
Listen, you know you gotta prep your children before you have company over.
I
didn't prep them.
No.
I had a rough morning. Normally I'd have prepped them. I'd be like, yo. I didn't prep my babies before I bring. I am very sorry.
I prepped myself for questions, and you didn't prep me for them.
I prep you for.
Listen, it's fun here with everybody. It's fun. It's good music, good times.
It's good music, good
music, good times.
Yes.
We don't want it to just come and be an interview and just
No.
question this how we want.
It's a conversation.
Yeah.
I told her she's gonna have fun. Like I said that. I don't know what it knows.
She did tell me that.
I'm like, you're gonna have fun. It's not gonna be
what's the motto? Walking us?
Friends,
leavers,
family.
Yes, and we really do mean that, and we push it. We're trying to be diverse here. So even if you have a project that you want to,
you want to push
GMGT.
Well, we've spoken about a couple of projects that's coming up. But what I was about to say to you is, you see that what we talk about, people saying that they're going to be there for you.
Right.
The more you do, the more you decide to do and hold yourself like that, the more people that come into your life that is on that same frequency.
Right.
And the people who is not, they tend to just go away. And I've said this several times.
Right.
I am a person that, I invest in you as much as you invest in me.
Right.
And these people tend to just, like Kareem would say, they let themselves go, like they just fall off the wagon without you even have to
push them off.
Push them off.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening. The people you just tend to the people who is like-minded will draw together. And I think the more we grow, the more we're going to meet people on that level.
No, it's so true. The way we met. The way we met. It's so crazy. We just click like that.
Like I said, we have different design styles, but our mindset for business and for progression is the same.
So based along that what she's saying there, how's the support system around your family, friends? How has that been? Because I know being in the arts, being in that career kind of, it's...
I have selective few I can pull, out of a bag that I say is 100% like have my back.
Right.
Supportive. It's not a big, but I have people that
the
support
right people.
me.
You just feel
the
like,
right people.
Right.
Where I can call you for and be like, I need this, or be there for me, and they're there with no question.
Over the years, has it been discouraging, like with thinking that certain people will be there for you?
Yeah.
But
my family tell me like, this fashion thing, you need to find something.
Right, that's what
you need to find something
more sustainable.
You need something with benefits. You need this. You need,
As you say, talk to somebody along the lines of feeling that. I know a lot of people in this industry, whether it's fashion, whether it's music, whether it's feel that exact same way that what did you do? What can you advise them to continue going at it?
Keep doing it. It's your passion. You're not going to be happy doing something else.
Right.
You're going to sit there in a 9-to-5 job so miserable. And I used to do 9 to 5, and I was just like, what am I doing here?
Right.
There's so many different 9 to 5 jobs I had, and I said, I'm not working for nobody anymore. And you have to tell yourself, you have to like literally tell yourself, this is the last time I'm doing it.
Right.
No more.
And
it's hard. It's not easy at all. Because, in the back of your mind, it's like, oh gosh, where the money? You're so used to that consistent check coming in.
Right.
When you're working for yourself, it's like you're busting your tail looking,
Right.
But keep it up. Keep doing it. Don't give up.
Do you consider yourself a success right now? Like, a lot of people, it's a shallow question, really. But how do you view success, like, and yourself?
So, I'm on my way there.
You're on your way there.
Okay.
Okay.
Because there's still other things.
At what level would you consider yourself successful? Like, what is your the bar? We know I don't have no bar. It was always, but I'm saying, at what level you will consider yourself successful?
When I'm seeing my line, when I'm seeing it out there, like, okay, let's just say you have these models, celebrities, because they're the ones who actually
push your
people
brand.
looking at them, right? People are viewing them, they're always, people are looking at them and seeing like, oh, what is this person wearing? People, they love the fans, they love to follow that.
Right.
So once you see that, but my whole thing is just New York Fashion Week. I want to see that.
Yeah.
You want to have your own collection in New York Fashion Week, and that's a bar for you.
Yeah.
Got you.
That is once I hit that, you know,
it will happen.
I would feel, but even you know, the whole Monday wear for carnival would be fine too. You know,
Right.
I'll feel like, okay, you know, I see something going there.
nice.
I gotta say that this experience, like the whole media and getting to meet like all the people in the Caribbean community that has so much talent, that is movers and shakers, but like the real movers and shakers,
Yes.
you don't hear about them, but I've gotten to meet like a lot of people like that, and I'm very, very like I feel like
you didn't
like,
realize that there was so much of, well, I'd say us out there. And like, if I didn't start this business, like I wouldn't have gotten to meet you guys. I wouldn't have gotten to meet them. So that's why I'm saying the more you do and the different things that you do, the more you meet like-minded people. And then you realize you're not alone. You're not fighting alone. And when you're in that group, like you support each other and you're a sounding board. How much times have we spoken about like, you know, just keep doing it? We've had conversations where you go, oh, I don't know what to do. I've had conversations with you like, I don't know what to do. Especially this year, we needed each other more than ever. Definitely. Just, and I don't mean just, you know, her and I mean like the this community that is not essential workers, that community that our livelihood, basically, I don't think people realize that our livelihood, and we don't have the luxury of, okay, we had 9 to 5, so now we have unemployment coming in. So we needed each other this year.
Oh, definitely.
And I am grateful for you.
Oh,
Period. Grateful for you.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Give that IG again. Let people know where they can find you, see your stuff, your gear.
Give us some time.
Do you have any pieces or anything that's for sale right now that we can send people to, or anything like that?
The mask that I'm wearing, the hats, you know, summer is still in process, you know.
And that's on your. You have a website?
Also in progress.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, everything is in the works right now. But right now you can get hats, you can get, you know, masks, like everything. Once you see my logo, basically it's an F. Everybody think it's an S, so it's F for Fayola. And then and then in the middle you'll see.
That's not the F word I was thinking. But go ahead.
It was fabulous, right? Fabulous. Exactly. So.
Fabulous with a K at the end. That's how I spell fabulous.
Wow.
FABULUSK. Fabulous.
Kareem. We have guests.
I'm sorry.
So my Instagram is lafayolabrand.llc. lafayolabrand.llc.
Go follow her.
The other one is Faye_Lola V.
You didn't tell them that you model too with your whether it's vertically challenged. Did you say vertically challenged?
Yeah, he's vertical. Yeah, I'm horizontal.
Yeah.
You just challenged.
Oh God.
Pew pew pew.
I won't take this kind of disrespect.
When you say my name, put some respect on it.
Don't do that. Don't do it, boy. Don't do it. I appreciate it.
I'm tired, Storm. I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Listen, I got back up today. I'm just saying. I just met earlier, so listen. You're not going to mad the girl like that, okay?
Okay.
We are apologizing.
Yeah. Storm, I'm sorry.
So, Fayola, we want to say thank you for coming through.
Yes.
Definitely appreciate you.
Yes.
We definitely gonna be in touch.
Yes.
I see a lot of collaborations in the future for us coming up.
Nice.
Definitely.
I mean, I'm so like inspired, and I wanna like. There's a lot of my brain is working now. Like things we can do, and you know, I'm really appreciative and happy that you took the time out to come and spend some time with us this morning. Y'all know what it is.
Thank you to Storm.
Yes, Storm.
Storm always bringing wonderful people in here that
but,
you know.
I'm not telling Storm anything.
Give her the credit.
I know you love me.
Yeah, give her the credit.
That's a you thing, not a me thing.
Okay, all right, gotcha. So y'all know what it is, man. It's a wake up call. ALMABOY, yours truly, Kareem, Storm, and we have Miss La Fayola, the brand, in the building.
Yes.
Designer, fashion, What else?
Model.
Yes.
Stylist.
Stylist.
Event planner. And she is banging. Like, she helped me with the balloons at my party. This young lady stood there for hours blowing crap up, and we were...
Not blowing. These are blowing crap up.
You see, she
for hours.
She ain't got a link with you, boy.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh, blow."
Just slow on the blow. Okay? slow on the blow. Okay? Don't.
I should have known better, people. I apologize. I should have known better.
I already catch that.
That's what is on my bad.
So guys, don't forget, we have an extra sale today, Cyber Monday. You can go to shop.gmgt.live. We have another sale going on right now. So anybody didn't get anything as yet, you can definitely go over there right now, get something. We took a few minutes from daybreak because obviously we had to give Miss Fayola some time because like you can see,
she deserves it.
Yes. She's
she
all around.
Earned it.
She's all around
and
amazing.
Yes, where she came from to get here to have to thank you very much.
And it's been pouring.
Yes. So, thank you very much. Yes,
it's all good.
Yes.
So I would like to say thank you for listening to the best radio morning show in all the land.
Yes, the wake up call only on GMGT,
where the culture is.
Yes.
Bye, Consuela.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Daybreak
everybody.
is
Have
up
a
next,
great
guys.
day.
Stay there. Don't go nowhere. If Daybreak is up next. Love y'all. See y'all in the next few minutes. We out. Peace.
Good music, good times.
One good thing about music, when it is
Good music, good times. Delivering the best.
GMGT big, where the culture lives. Big, vibes big, GMGT, yo, it is what it is. Smartin'.
Good music, good times.